Come from, but I know you were sent from me. Every time that you're here with me, anytime you be next to me, I catch those feelings. I don't know where you come from, I don't know where this came from, but I feel so good, I feel alive. You make me high, you make me wanna live in the moment, live in the moment. I feel so high, live for the moment, even just for a moment. I feel alive, don't really care where you come from, cause I know you're the real one. Every time you be with me, I catch those feelings. I be emotional, caught up in the wrong things at the wrong times. You'll be right there with the right mind, give me good vibes. Every time when I need it, I be feeling like I'm dreaming. I be feeling like I'm dreaming. Smoke clouds all around me, you know how I get when the loud get inside me. Couple shots now, I'm wishing you would try me. Look, it's simply the best. It's not a lot of niggas get my hood up on my chest. It's not a lot of niggas that I fall for real. It's not a lot of niggas who be real, not for real, you're the real one. I'm lightweight, infatuated. Every move I make lightweight, exaggerated. I just wanna be thorough when I come to you. I just wanna be the best me to give to you. Cause I don't know where you come from, but I know you were sent from me. Every time that you're here with me, anytime you be next to me, I catch those feelings. I don't know where you come from, I don't know where this came from, but I feel so good, I feel alive. You make me high, you make me wanna live in the moment, live in the moment. I feel so high, live for the moment, even just for a moment. I feel alive, don't really care where you come from, cause I know you're the real one. Every time you be with me, I catch those feelings. These other ones ain't got shit over what you bring. I'm in love, man, I put that on everything. You inspire me, that shit mean everything. You show me the better, you better know that I do anything. If you anything that you want from me, I feel like with you ain't no stopping me. I feel like you bring out the best in me. You're the real one. I don't know where you come from, but I know you were sent from me. Every time that you're here with me, anytime you be next to me, I catch those feelings. I don't know where you come from, I don't know where this came from, but I feel so good, I feel alive. You make me high, you make me wanna live in the moment, live in the moment. I feel so high, live for the moment, even just for a moment. I feel alive. Don't really care where you come from, cause I know you're the real one. Every time you be with me, I catch those feelings.
You know it's hard out here trying to find real love, you know. So kings, when you find that queen, make sure you treat her right. Make sure you tell her she's your sweet potato pie. You're my sweet potato pie, tasty love I can't deny. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie, tasty love I can't deny. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me, so good. Like waking up on Sunday morning and mama making your favorite meal. Like getting the keys to that whip you wanted. Don't you know how that makes you feel? Like at the barbershop, getting cut up by the master King T. What's up, T? Like using every good thing to describe you, but there's nothing quite so sweet. You're my sweet potato pie, tasty love I can't deny. Tasty love, one slice, tasty love, and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie. Anything you want, baby. Everything I need, you got it. Hooked and I can't lie. It's potato. Yep. Yo, we be going on some levels like we freaking on each other in the elevator. Take off. All the way to the top floor. Yeah. On the wall to the damn floor. You be riding like a world tour. Baby got that patty pie. Always craving it. And I ain't even gotta go to the store. Just open the oven and let out the heat. The pie is all mine, so I heat up my treat. The pleasure all mine, cause the way you treat me. So I got you from your head to your feet. Give me that whipped cream, spray you up. Let the hot beef injection lay you up. Passed out in the lingerie laced up. But then it's right back at it to the nights up. Yeah.
Sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny.
Tasty love,
one slice,
tasty love,
and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie.
Anything you want, baby. Anything I need.
One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me.
And lady, don't you know you're driving me crazy? With all the freaky shit you do, keeps me coming back for you. My baby, put it down like she performing at the Grammys.
Oh, she's classy in her personality.
Can't keep my sanity.
You're my sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie.
One slice, yeah.
On the side.
Oh,
my sweet potato pie.
anything you want, baby. Anything I need,
One
you got
slice, I'm
it.
hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. How you making me feel? Don't you know this feeling?
Don't you know this feeling is so real?
'Cause girl, you're driving me crazy.
And driving me crazy.
I got a thing for you that's amazing.
Oh, baby, baby.
Sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. So good.
Yo, what's going on? Mr. D's, the Open Mic King, Poison Ivy in the building, and you are tuned in to the Vibe on Air, Cleveland's hottest TV radio show. It's a TV radio show. It's a TV radio internet show that shows every Thursday with us two and some other folks. And it's going down today. It's Thursday. It's about 7:40. We have some music playing by Cruz and MC Brain, Sweet Potato Fly. We had Nia Marie who lived in the moment. And if you want to talk to us, feel free to. The phone line is open. 216-520-1555. Feel free to call us. We want to talk to you. Be part of the show. You want to do it, don't you? You know you want to. Feel free to. Come on now. Come on now. Poison Ivy, what's going on?
Spirit today, I say.
I've been triggered.
Spirit. Ain't nothing wrong with a little spirit in here, you know what I mean?
If love and the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right. We all going in today. My camera all the way up there. But you know, we got a lot of stuff going on. We need to turn that radio on. But you know, we in the building. Mr. D's right here. Poison Ivy over there. And it's going down. Poison, what's going on with you though?
Nothing much. I'm chilling, you know.
Yeah. What you eating?
Fettuccine lasagna by some damn body by Michelina.
By Michelina?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing up loud. Let me turn it down. Just some right there. Is that better?
It was good though.
Yeah, it was good.
It was.
Yo, so you know, I follow the news a lot, and there's some things in the news that's crazy. Some of them I'm gonna talk about when we get to the ratchet news, because the ratchet news is gonna be strictly nuts. But it's man, it's where is it, man? You know, President Trump
45.
is 45 Trumpito. You know, he been having these war words with Kim Jong-un of North Korea, and you know he ready to, you know, rain down fire on us for real, and you know it's gonna pretty much be in the hand of one man that's gonna talk Donald Trump down, and that man is Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman?
And Dennis Rodman is pleading to Trump, please help us. Please help us. Dennis Rodman is, you know, he made himself a good friend out of Kim Jong-un. You know, Kim Jong-un is a fan of Dennis Rodman. Even though Dennis Rodman, you know, was, you know, claimed, you know, people claimed he was nuts or whatever. He just was eccentric.
That ain't had nothing to do with his game.
It ain't had nothing to do with his game, but Dennis Rodman did do some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
but Kim Jong-un is like going to be the buffer between him and Trump. And Dennis Rodman is asking Donald Trump to make peace with Kim Jong-un as tensions rise over the nuclear war. Now, he keep calling him Little Rocket Man and all this stuff, and what's going to eventually happen is we're going to end up going to war.
It's like, what is he doing?
What is who doing?
Trump? 45. Like,
he just...
They keep making this post about him being mentally unstable and armed with nuclear weapons.
I mean, there's a lot of things going on because Trump is mentally unstable. The guy who was coming up with that post, his name is Tom Steyer, and he got a whole campaign to work on impeaching Trump.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what are we gonna do about this? Because we don't have to take this.
We don't. We have to get we have to get this petition in the right hands in order to get Trump impeached. And Tom Steyer, if you don't know who he is, he's a millionaire. He's he's putting up his own cash and own money to try to get rid of Trump. I'm gonna read you the story here I got about it. There are two ways to impeach a president and remove him from office. Only one of them has ever worked. The first way is let evidence from investigations slowly build a bipartisan consensus for impeachment. That's how Richard Nixon was pushed out of office in 1974. Nixon resigned before he was formally impeached, though. The second way is for just one party to launch impeachment without bipartisan support and hope the country comes along. That's what Republicans did to Bill Clinton in 1988, and it didn't work. Instead, it backfired, making Clinton more popular.
Right.
Tom Steyer, who's a hedge fund billionaire who may be running for U.S. Senate seat in California, is trying to invent a third way to impeach Trump without any of the advantages of the first two. Steyer is trying to build support for himself as a potential candidate in a deeply Democratic California. But, you know, he might be. But still, Steyer is one of the largest donors and seems unconcerned that his party doesn't have a majority in the House of Representatives where impeachment proceedings must begin. He's urging Democrats in Congress to make Trump's impeachment their goal right now.
Yeah, it needs to be.
And a major focus of their congressional campaign next year. He's demanding that every candidate publicly support impeachment to make it clear where we all stand for Democrats voting in 2018. And he's putting up 20 million in petition drives that's gathered some 2 million signatures in favor of his views. I mean, this is great. I mean, this is what we need. And we got a billionaire doing this and stuff. If you've seen the commercials, you've probably seen the commercials on TV. But he's trying to do this. Trump is a threat to American people, Steyer said last week in an interview with ABC News. Why aren't people willing to stand up and say that I don't understand it? They're not willing to stand up for themselves. Nobody wants to stand up for themselves. So, you know, Trump is pretty much just running wild. Most Democratic leaders think his strategy is self-defeating, beginning with Representative Nancy Pelosi, who's in charge of winning back the House. And this is a quote from Pelosi: "I'm not making impeachment a priority. If you're going to go down the impeachment path, you have to know you can do it in a nonpartisan way. We have an investigation in the Justice Department that is seeking facts, and we don't want it to look political." But it is political. This is politics. And politically speaking, we don't need Trump in office. We don't need this. So something has to be done. Something more has to be done. We need more support towards this effort. It's been said since he got into office that impeachment proceedings should be done. And, you know, of course, you even got Republicans in office who want him out. So, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. We need to get this man out of office. If you feel that, you know, feel free to call in and talk to us about it, because I want to hear your opinions on it too, because we need to get this man out of office. I mean, just everything that he's done has made things bad for us. But I digress. But Dennis Rodman, like I said, he's going to be our hope, because now, we are this close to nuclear war.
Well,
because of words that this man has said.
I don't know what to say about that. All I know is I ain't never scared, and we as the people need to come together and get this man up out of here. Seriously. We need to get him up out of here.
We need to get him up out of here.
Since I can't say what I said last time, we just need to get him up out of here.
Yeah, you definitely can't say that. Nah, that'd be crazy. But
It'd be true.
But we need to get him out. But that's just, I just don't like, man. I just don't like Trump. I just don't like the things he do, the way he acted, his swagger, none of that. It's just ridiculous. And as a president, a leader of the free world, you need to behave a little differently. Whether but cockiness need to go, bro.
It's like, what are you gonna be doing while we getting blown the F up? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna be doing?
He'll be in the presidential bunker.
And see, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna start all this mess and get us messed up, and then you're gonna go and hide. That's not okay.
That's why I built my own bunker.
You ain't got no damn bunk.
You a hater. I got a bunker.
No, you don't. A bunk, probably the bottom half of your bunk bed.
Where your sister sleep on the top.
You don't have a top.
She do. We're about to take a quick pause for the call. Today, our guest will be NGINA FAYOLA. She in the building. We're going to also have Megan Manny in the building. So it's going to be a great show today, man. So you already know what we do here at the Vibe on Air. We vibe. And we vibing right now. We about to play some music for y'all real quick. I think I'm going to jump into some, who can I play? I'm going to play something new from Wildlife Sounds that y'all ain't heard before.
Shout out to Wildlife.
Shout out to the Wildlife Sounds. And then it's just on that level. I always play it, but I ain't played it in a while. I'm gonna hit y'all with some of that Big Jet down the league.
Yeah, I love that song.
And and as in always, we like to promote ourselves here, of course. So why not promote me?
People love need to be free. Call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges. Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be free.
You or someone you love need to be free. Call Mr.
Some people reject the fact, what you give, you always give back. Never underestimate that. Where there's a wolf, there's always a pack. All day, they hunt for prey. So stay and fight your way.
No retreat, no surrender. Option fight, over flight, might long range or whisper. Now take a walk in the mirror. There's always someone better, badder and bigger, so you reconsider. All the main parts when the game starts, that'll separate the brave hearts from the brain parts. Some people turn back like a Yui. My people are straight turn cuckooey. Now, some people are fearless, some people are afraid. Some people are wanna hear them lies that you say. Some people are cowards, some people are brave. My people were born to make more fire blaze. Some people are built strong and some are made weak. Most people don't wanna hear them lies that you speak. Some people need buckle while some just hold steady. My people are war tested and battle ready.
Some people reject the fact, what you give, you always give back. Never underestimate that. Where there's a wolf, there's always a pack. All day, they hunt for prey. So stay and fight your way.
Do what's best to do. The rest of you will get left destitute. Bags waiting in the vestibule. Come and get this electrocute. Shun from that appreciating the best of suit. Jobless is who no man can ever curse. Now pull it up, selector, and will it in reverse. Then come again, extend the word. I speak out to weed out the weak from the herd. Some people are fearless, some people are afraid. Some people don't want to hear them lies that you say. Some people are cowards, some people are brave. My people were born to make more fire blaze. Some people are built strong, some are made weak. Most people don't want to hear them lies that you speak. Some people need buckle while some just hold steady. My people are war tested and battle ready.
Some people reject the fact, what you give, you always give back. Never underestimate that. Where there's a wolf, there's always a pack. All day, they hunt for prey. So stay and fight your way.
Friendly voices or frightening noises, it all just depends on your choices. If it fall, then hoist it. Back up right, we must strike till they're defeated and retreating right into the dust light. All uptight and bitter, anxiety still shiver, cause a real big lion is a real big killer. Some people sit and wallow until their feelings are full. My people more like running other bulls. Now, some people are fearless, some people are afraid. Some people don't want to hear them lies that you say. Some people are cowards, some people are brave. My people were born to make more fire blaze. Some people are built strong and some are made weak. Most people don't want to hear them lies that you speak. Some people need buckle while some just hold steady. My people are war tested and battle ready.
Some people reject the fact, what you give, you always give back. Never underestimate that. Where there's a wolf, there's always a pack. All day, they hunt for prey. So stay and fight your way.
Killer with a smile you can't escape. You told me that you want a taste. Take a ride around my brain on a big jet.
I'm gonna take you for a ride on a big jet plane. I'm gonna take you on a trip. You can ride the brainwaves. You're my co-pilot. I'm the captain, babe. Take a peek through my hair, crack rose tinted shades. I'd glide through life on faith. Bulldog in my baby brain. Inside I'm all over the place. A smile you can't escape. You said you wanna take. Curious about what makes me me. Away with the ferries. Hardship in the homie. Vibrations don't come up empty. I want paradise, pay bills and peace. Perspective spurs my sanity. Take deep breaths for the clarity. At the time thinking about your hands on me. Big jet killer with a smile you can't escape. You told me that you want a taste.
Take a ride around my brain on a big jet plane. I'ma take you on a trip, tucked in a cloud of a brick. Drunk off the taste of your lips, nose diving, you're smiling, you taking a piss. My sides on me once and my mouth's talking shit. The way it feels when your hands on my hips. The way I'm weak, I can't help but submit. Overdue, it's for you, come we're taking a trip. Take it, pass it right, taking flight. Take it, pass it right, taking flight. I'ma take you on a trip, tucked in a cloud of a rip. Drunk with the taste of your lips. Down beside of my mind, take a dip. Yeah, I'ma take you on a trip, tucked in a cloud of a rip. Drunk with the taste of your lips. Drunk with the taste of your lips. Let me take a sip of that. Big gulps when I'm trying to drown shit out. We smoke when I need to kick back. Relax with the back strap. I want to live in your life. Guide you around my mind, man. Welcome to my world, lost girl. Trying to find a way back. Out of space, she's out of place. Her watch is always set to leave. Dream through the night, dream through the day. Manifest reality. Blue skies, clear seas, angeliques, more trees, yeah. You and I, we all trees, yeah. Crimson eyes, yeah. Smoke rings, yeah. Pick your brain and scream your name. Perfect balance, harmony. Just rock my chaos, bring me peace. Take a ride, just you and me. Take you far away. Leave the face, sweet escape. Killer with the smile, you can't escape.
Yo, we back on the air. It's the vibe. Mr. D's, the open mic king in the building. Poison Ivy, the entertainer in the building. And you heard music from Wildlife Sound, Some People. And you heard that Big Jet, straight out of London, England, Donna Lee. No respect. You just repeat what I said. Feel free to call in 216-526-1555. You can talk to our guests when they get on, or you can talk to us, whatever you want to do. It's time to hit these segments, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff. And you know how that goes. So we gonna just go straight into it.
G-O-O-D, 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 good.
It's Poison Ivy with the G-O-O-D Good News Report.
G-O-O-D, good. Everything good. Everything good. Everything G-O-O-D, good. Everything good. Everything good. Everything G-O-O-D, good.
What you got for us today, Poison?
Just, a little bit of promotion, that's all. December 9th, y'all know that I will be performing in Kent State alongside Miss J. Jig at the Oscar Ritchie Theater. It's a free show, so if y'all ain't got nothing to do, at 7 p.m., drive on out to Kent, come kick it with us, because we gonna shut it down. The proceeds for the show actually going to Lord Cowan and her foundation. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, we supporting the movement. Women against violence. We supporting that.
And guess what?
What?
I'll be there.
Yeah, so y'all know December 9th, Oscar Ritchie Theater, Kent State University.
Is it related to Lionel Richie?
Probably not. Come check us out. We gonna do our thing. Represent for the non-violence. You know what I'm saying? Did you
Self-destruction.
Did you support the cause in any way last Monday?
What you mean?
The stop the violence.
Yeah, I didn't hit nobody.
Oh, okay, well that's cool. I guess that.
Yeah, I ain't put my hands on nobody, so I was non-violent, so I guess I supported.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, December 15th.
But I can hit you now.
Thanks. December 15th, the OPN Center will be having a fundraiser. I will be a special guest host, and I know y'all ain't seen me host in a while, and you know I always got a bag of tricks, so come holla at your girl. December 15th, the OPN Center. Let's see who we got on here. Having a cipher battle. Will versus Fly Bright. Bobby O versus Black Gemini. Hollywood HD versus Koch Notch. Flawless versus Naseso. Ox Stoner Guy versus Pride the Greatest. So, you know, it's going to be a lot going on that night. And I don't know if y'all into the battles, but you should be.
I wish I had a button that said, huh?
It's a whole nother lane, though.
But it's some different
Battling,
names.
but yeah, I haven't heard of a few.
What was the
people
one?
on here.
Do not say so or something like that?
Oh,
not say so?
Nasasso? Or it gotta be Nasasso. If I'm saying your name wrong, I truly do apologize. But yeah, December 15th from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. Come check me out. I will be hosting.
Nasasso.
Hashtag
Nasasso.
NICASS. Oh, that's Nasasso, right? Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You better win, Nasasso. Well, I don't know.
Duh.
All right, last but not least, because I'm on this just promotion thing this week, I really don't want to talk about anybody else.
Because you didn't read the news.
No, honestly,
you didn't do your research.
I got one last story.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Whatever. I got one last story, pertaining to social media, but, it's all about me this week.
It's always about you this week. Every week. Cause
the Music is My Life showcase is coming back to the symposium June 2018. And I will be on the judging panel once again, and I will also be performing. So come check that out. Because you know what I'm saying, I got to show them how it's done. You know what I'm saying? But no, yeah. So that's with D Customs. You can sign up.
Shout out to D Customs.
Yeah, we signing up well, I don't do none of the sign-ups. I'm just judging. But he's signing up 20 artists. So, yeah, come and check it out. It's really dope. I'm telling y'all. He'll have more information closer to date since it's June of 2018. But, yeah, we going to have fun. The last one was pretty dope. It was some really great artists from Cleveland I've never seen before, artists from out of town. So, shout out to the main event, Music is My Life, D Customs. Yeah. My last story is about Tyrese. Now, last week I talked about how, he was crying on social media. And I said, I don't take nothing away from his manhood, but, I wouldn't have done it. But they saying that he really broke. They checked the stats, and Tyrese ain't got no money. But ain't it like, if you not making money, then you don't pay child support? So what the hell are you crying for?
He's a bum.
So, yeah, words to Tyrese, keep your head up, brother.
Poor baby.
Yeah. And that's the end of the GOOD.
Damn, Daniel.
I don't really got nothing else I want to talk about.
I feel bad for Tyrese, but
I don't.
How you broke and you did all the Transformer movies?
You know what? And he done messed up his brand with this crime. You can't go try to be hard in Transformers and then you know what? It's all about image, baby.
You was baby boy.
Baby, it's all about image.
You survived the choking from Ving Rhames.
Keep your right. He knocked them clean out on that glass table, didn't he?
Yeah. Hey,
it's
Tyrese.
All about image.
Hey, yo, Tyrese.
Don't tell him to sit
Yo, Tyrese.
Don't tell him to sit
Sit your dumb ass down.
I'm sorry, Tyrese. I'm on your side, but I do think that you kind of messed up your brand with that,
Aww. You punked out, Tyrese.
Yeah, but it's all right. He's human. Yeah. Sometimes you get overwhelmed, but you don't get overwhelmed on camera. You do. Word to the wise. Do not get overwhelmed on camera. Take a minute. breathe, and then action.
God damn it!
So.
But yeah, you know, he was crying real bad. He ain't gonna be in that new movie.
I cried, but y'all ain't gonna see me cry.
He ain't gonna be in that new movie called Stand Up Man.
No, he definitely ain't gonna be in that. He gonna be Crybaby, the rendition of Crybaby.
He's gonna be in I'm a punk.
Cry, baby. Why you got me throwing shots at my homie? I love him. Tyrese, I love you. These ain't gonna have me standing against you. You are a strong black man. Tears and all. Okay.
Shut up.
Tears and all, Tyrese. You keep your chin up, boo.
And that was the GOOD news report. Good news report. The Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy over here. She's gonna be jumping on Tyrese's thing.
Everything good. Everything good. Everything G-O-O-D good.
He got some money. He better have some money for all the movies. Records.
Everything G-O-O-D good.
Bear that change,
He's
player.
so ashamed. He's ashamed of him.
He gonna have to make a killer song, man. If R. Kelly got away with peeing on that little girl and still selling records, Tyrese, you gonna have to come with it. They said he should start on 107.9 today. They said he should start selling cosmetics because they making a killing with that. You need to come up with a cosmetic line. That's crazy. Just stay focused,
That's
baby.
bad.
Just stay focused.
That's bad.
He might as well start writing scripts.
He
and
should start in that
producing.
play, Crybaby.
He gonna have to clean this up. This is a Where was his PR person when he was crying online? Where was she or he? Nigga, where you was at?
They should have been like, Tyrese, wait.
Where you was at?
Pump your brakes.
That's crazy.
But no, he went on there crying there. And
Yeah,
50
but-
Cent, Michael Black. Michael Black's a clown today.
Oh, that was the worst.
That was what he did. He clowned him. He clowned him so bad. What is wrong, Tyrese? Who did this to you?
He said, I'm a good father, man. I just don't understand why.
What more do you want from me? He was dramatic with it. But you know.
Oh, man.
Poor baby.
That's all right.
It's
Tyrese,
all right.
I stand by you, baby.
But it's time for me to do my thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my God.
If it isn't Little Miss Attitude, she rushing.
That's
Girl.
it.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I am not the one, boo-boo. You said what? Hold my baby.
How my baby?
Ratchet nose.
That still trips me out. In ratchet news today. All right, so Euclid Man will not be charged for your August arrest that led to officers' ouster. Richard Hubbard Jr., the third, who was thrust into the spotlight after his violent arrest video went viral, will not be charged in connection with the August incident. You know the guy who got beat up by the Euclid cop, and they had filmed it. It's all over
I
Facebook.
couldn't watch that.
Yeah.
I didn't press play and I moved on to something else.
Well, according to Hubbard's attorney, Christopher McNeil, all charges, including resisting arrest, driving on a suspension license, and have all been dismissed.
Because he got his ass whooped by the
Yeah,
police.
because it shouldn't happen. Euclid officer Michael.
Okay, so what if he would have died? Then what?
The officer would be doing time. But the Euclid officer Michael, and I'm probably about to pronounce this wrong, Amiot, was embroiled in controversy for the way he handled Hubbard's arrest. Amiot was suspended for 45 days immediately after Hubbard's arrest. He appealed that punishment, but as Cleveland's Channel 19 first reported, the punishment was upheld. He subsequently broke several more rules while serving his suspension, which moved Euclid Mayor Kristen Gale to terminate him. And yes, he's gone. So yeah, that was the only thing they could do. The right thing was drop that case.
But wait, so they pull him over in Rodney Kingham and drop all his cases, but then they pull other black men over and they kill them, and then nothing happens. I'm trying to figure out that don't even.
It's yeah.
They don't even get reprimanded for killing the black men. So I don't understand. okay, they dropped his case. So okay, so what?
They dropped his case and fired the officer. I mean, I'm not saying it's
So
a
the
replacement.
officer got fired?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm about to.
Okay.
Can I do my thing?
I'm sorry, I was a little upset about that. Touch me deeply.
Euclid Police Officer Department has fired Michael Amiot, who has been seen violently beating Richard Hubbard III during a traffic stop earlier this year. Mayor Kristen Gale said the move is in response to multiple complaints about Amiot's behavior on the force. In August, video of Hubbard's arrest raised serious questions about Amiot and the department in general. At a city council meeting after the arrest, Gale told the community that Amiot was receiving the most robust suspension the administration could muster. The firing comes after further investigation into Amiot's background, according to the city. You know what would have been more robust? Putting his ass in jail.
Yeah, but you know,
come on,
that
man.
still kind of pissed me off a little bit though, because okay, y'all fired him for beating up old boy, but what do y'all do with these cops that's killing these black men?
They should be.
That's what I'm saying. So don't try to get me to be like, yeah, that's right. They should have dropped his charges.
I mean, they should have. And they did what they did.
What about the deaths?
But they should have put him in jail. He beat that man on publicly and had no remorse about it, really. So, it's crazy.
What about the killings? Let me focus on that. I don't want to focus on nobody getting their ass whooped. People get their ass whooped.
You've got to take every step that you can, though.
Well, we better
you can't just skip a step and just think it's gonna be. If that happened, that happened.
But killing our black men.
Yeah, they killing everybody. I mean, they need to be dealt with too. But this still here for this young man is a victory for him. Because they was trying to charge him with resisting arrest, all that stuff. They tried to put felonies on this man's head when really he got his ass whooped by a cop who was
shouldn't have been
overzealous.
Driving under suspension anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but he got away with it. He
he
didn't get all the way away with it because he got his ass stomped out. But he good.
Pissed.
Next in Ratchet News, we're gonna change the subject a little bit. Get Out, the movie by Jordan Peele.
I like that movie.
It was a great movie, but was Get Out a comedy?
It's to people who don't take things seriously.
No, it's more than that. It had many nominations. Jordan Peele racially charged debut film Get Out was placed in the comedy category for the 2018 Golden Globes, prompting a lot of debate. The film, written and directed by the former co-star of Key and Peele, was categorized as a horror movie when it debuted. Peele took it to Twitter to classify Get Out once more. He says Get Out is a documentary. Within minutes, the post was like more than 81,000 times, and then it was like shared 32,000 times. For Peele, there are similarities between horror movies and comedies. They're both about truth, he told CBS in the morning. And if you're not assessing something that feels true, you're not doing it right. You have to be very tuned in to the audience and their emotion. Now, the debate that a lot of people are having, because it was supposed to be a horror movie, that's what it was classified as. But people are looking at it as a comedy. Yeah, it had some funny stuff in it, but it was supposed to be a horror movie, even though it was, like I said, racially charged. It was about a black man going to a white man neighborhood and had some, psychological undertones of slavery and what's going on now. But what the debate is that they're saying the Golden Globes is looking at it as a comedy because it's black people making fun of the fact that white people do look at us like that, or the situation in that. Not that black white people are actually putting black people in a sunken place, if it's such a thing, but
it is. So I feel like they're trying to debrand the movie. Let me just start there. Now, remembering when I watched it, I don't know if there were any comical parts in it. I can't
there
really.
was a lot of comical parts in it.
But I
Lil
can't
Rel was
remember
funny
that.
as hell.
Okay, so yeah, it was. But for real, to back up what they're saying, a real horror movie ain't no funny parts in it. It's just straight supposed to be scary.
Nope.
I've never
Nightmare
seen,
on Elm Street was funny as hell too.
A scary movie. I mean, where they're not like
Freddy Krueger
joking.
cracked jokes all through Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of horror movies that have funny parts in it, but it's still
that's like a PG-13 horror.
But you can't classify what's supposed to be a horror movie as a comedy because that's what the debate is. So we gonna keep track on that. But Jordan Peele himself, Jordan Peele being the dude he came out and just said, no, it's neither one. It's a documentary. There's some truth in it.
So no, I'm not gonna say that live because I don't want nobody coming for me, Illuminati. But
wait a minute.
Do your research on Smack it again. Thank you. Do your research on brainwashing. For real.
I'm just gonna look at the camera like.
I'm just saying, do your research on it. And I don't want to say what it is.
I'm
because
brainwashed
I don't want
right
nobody
now.
coming for me, but do your research on people controlling your mind, because it happens.
In other ratchet news.
Yeah.
Meek Mill. He got dogged by Drake last year. You know, he was with Nicki Minaj. You know, he had those little issues. Well, Meek Mill's prison sentence draws outrage, sparking a criminal justice debate. You know, Meek Mill is about to go to jail, right?
For what?
Meek Mill was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison on Monday. His attorney accused the judge of being enamored with the rap and treating him unfairly. Meek Mill was arrested for popping wheelies on his dirt bike and for getting into a fight earlier this year. And now the rapper could spend 2 to 4 years in state prison because those arrests violated his probation from 2008 for a gun and drug case.
Oh, wow.
But the case was moved beyond the Pennsylvania courtroom. Many hip-hop artists, including Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Nipsey Hussle, have rallied behind the rapper and has since sparked a new debate about criminal justice reform. Mill was also sentenced one day before Philadelphia elected Larry Krasner, a progressive Democrat and civil rights attorney who vowed a movement for criminal justice reform to be its next district attorney. Mill's attorney told CNN that he plans to appeal the sentence and accuse Philadelphia judge Janice E. Brinkley, who has overseen Mill's cases for years, of being enamored with the rapper and taking a personal interest in the case. So she basically just, stuck on Meek Mills. Now, 2 to 4 years for popping a wheelie and getting into a fight.
At first, I was going to say 2 to 4 years is a baby bid, but...
That's not a baby
bid. Yes, it is compared to how long somebody
not for
I
popping
know
a wheelie.
did. But
not
no,
for popping a wheelie.
I said at first I was going to say that. But that's like, he should popping a wheelie and get into a fight. Come on. So you sold drugs previously, so you can't pop a wheelie on your bike? Come on.
And I mean, yeah, he on probation had a probation violation. 2 to 4 years for popping a wheelie. Yeah, the judge is kind of on his back. I guess he's been before that judge before. It's ridiculous. You got people out here murdering people that's doing less time.
You got cops that's just getting fired for beating on people when they should just lose their whole life like they... Let me stop.
Yeah, you shut up.
I know, because I be going in deep.
Because you be saying stuff.
I'm sorry, y'all. Don't come
have the
for
FBI
me.
walking in the door.
I know, right, FCC. I'm sorry.
And I don't want you to find out what I got under the table. But Meek Mills, keep your head up. You got to, your lawyer on it. And that's the other part that was crazy about it too. They sentenced him the day before they were about to change the district attorney, and the district attorney was a civil rights attorney at one point. So, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I think I got something else. Nope. It's time to go to. Okay, I didn't hit the button right. It's time to go to.
He could go all the way. 95 yards, 38.
And now, sports.
It's sports today. LeBron James' agent, Rich Paul, says winning will matter most in free agency. Now, if anybody know Rich P, Rich P from Cleveland, grew up on 123rd Spear, around the corner from me. Him and my little brother was cool. And, Rich had a lot to say. On Wednesday, LeBron James' agent, Rich Paul, appeared on Fox Sports, The Herd, with Colin Cowherd. And with the show filming in Los Angeles, of course, the subject of the Cleveland Cavaliers superstar impending free agency was brought up because everybody think that LeBron's going to go to the Lakers. Asked by Cowherd whether or not the Lakers' win-loss record this season would affect how James viewed Los Angeles as a viable destination moving forward, Paul admitted winning will be his highest profile client's priority. However, Rich Paul noted that while a win total in the high 30s might show progress for the Lakers this season, it wouldn't necessarily be as impressive as a potential fourth straight NBA Finals appearance in Cleveland. So what that say to you? for anywhere, not Los Angeles, not Miami, not Detroit, not Milwaukee. I think for LeBron and for most athletes, the most important thing is about winning. At his level, it shouldn't be. It should be. It should be about winning at his high point, at his point in his career. I think Cleveland won 60 games and went to the finals 3 years in a row. So I think his focus should be there. So, I mean, his manager even setting y'all straight. Y'all think he going to the Lakers because what? Lonzo Ball father said that him and his son would look good together? Nah. I mean, what are you going to go to the Lakers for? They don't look good. And we already been to the championship 3 times in a row. We about to go again. I mean, we got some good teams out there in the East that could be contenders, but it's the Cavs, baby. It's the Cavs.
Yeah,
and you'll see the difference after January because Isaiah will be back.
And if LeBron do go somewhere, that is a grown-ass man. He can do what he
Hold
wants.
on now. It don't matter if you're a grown-ass man.
I'm just saying.
I just need you to calm yourself
We
down.
got video games where you could pick your player and you can run his ass in the dirt. But LeBron is a human being.
But poison.
And if he want to go.
But poison. Let me tell you something to you. Shut up.
Let him go.
Whatever. In other news, and this is kind of funny, because I saw it, I just had to talk about it. It should have been Ratchet Sports News. Paperwork filed with the city of Cleveland for Browns' Perfect Season Parade 2.0. Should the Browns finish 0 wins, 16 losses, disheartened fans are planning to march around First Energy Stadium to celebrate the infamous achievement.
I would be sad if I played for the Browns.
It's not even about the players. Why does somebody want to set up a march for us losing the whole season?
Because that is the diehard in them.
Nah, get ready, Cleveland. The Browns' Perfect Season Parade could be returning. It's happened before, but Cleveland sports Twitter legend Mike McNeil revealed today he had officially filed the city paperwork for the Cleveland Browns' Perfect Season Parade 2.0. Should the Browns finish 0-16, disheartened fans are planning to march around the First Energy Stadium to celebrate the infamous achievement. McNeil planned a similar event last season, and the Browns nearly did their part by starting out 0-14. However, following a 2017 upset win over the San Diego Chargers on Christmas Eve, the parade was canceled, and all proceeds were instead donated to the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. The same thing will happen this year should the 0-9 Browns pull out a victory. That's crazy to me.
I am very upset.
I'm not into celebrating loss.
I am very upset.
Yeah, okay, it's a big feat. It's not hard to be undefeated. I mean, you ain't playing.
They need to play golf. That's what they need to do.
You need to shut up.
I'm just saying, who the hell about to keep rooting for the losers? Get it together. Get it. What is the problem? I used to be diehard. I grew up a Browns fan. It's all in my family. It would be a disgrace to my father if I wasn't.
What sport we talking about?
But get it, the Browns.
What sport?
The sport they supposed to be playing, which is football.
I just want to make sure you knew what sport.
Get it together.
Y'all don't know nothing.
Get it together.
But yeah, that's crazy to me. I'm disheartened by that y'all want to celebrate a loss, celebrate a losing season.
How about make some of them stands empty, and maybe y'all will wake up and realize that you ain't got no fans and you need to play a little harder.
No, we got fans. We got diehard fans.
Yeah, they coming up with festivals for the losers.
Yeah, that's stupid. It's just another way to make some money. But that is your sports for today. We're gonna step off and play some more music because we like to play artists. If you got music you want us to play, feel free to send it to us at www. Well, no, that's the website. Send it to the vibeonair@gmail.com. Make sure it's clean and mixed and mastered. We don't want to play no raggedy music, and we don't want to hear you cussing all over the place like Poison do when she ain't here.
I'm pissed off. Poison is pissed right now.
Because we want to hear your music, so come send us something. Send it to us. Feel free.
Damn loser parade. Throw me a parade for all the times I lost.
That would be a lot of time.
I don't lose a lot, player.
You're a loser. That's just mean. That was just mean on my part. And I apologize to you for that.
That's why your damn sweater too tight. But it's all good.
That's all right. That's Why your forehead not tight enough?
Actually, my forehead doing pretty good today because I got like these little saggies coming in the front. Like,
I'm just saying, it looked like an 8
it
head.
actually looks alright.
Look like a Klingon.
No, it's cool today.
You got a Klingon forehead.
I ain't complaining about it.
I know you ain't complaining.
I feel it looks great.
I think I'm gonna play some what is this, Rear View by Substance Abuse with KRS-One. You got some music? Send it to my email. And I'm gonna throw on this I like saying there were more, so Tennessee Whiskey will be played real quick. It's the vibe on there. We gonna hop back in. We got Megan Manning in the building.
Yeah.
NGINA FAYOLA should be here shortly, hopefully. But it's the vibe, y'all. And we will be right back after these messages.
What's up, everybody? This is Til Pm, and Tuesday to the spot on air.
Substance abuse. Damn. That's a double metaphor with that one. I watch this.
Yo, it's true, there's nothing new under the sun. Before Johnny Cash men was singing about guns, was all about flash, or just wanna have fun, was trying to get to or was taking you to class. But y'all got ADD. If I'm gonna listen, y'all better make me think why you say these things. And you don't have to rap about saving trees. It's understood that we're all about making cheese, but your number one goal should be how to blaze these beats. We running the track like our brains and cleats, with that defying beats that fly in the streets. And I know where to land. This is hip hop, but if you say jump, I don't say when. Respect the past, live in the now, and leave something for the hereafter. Perfect this craft like the blast master. And if you ain't caring, staring right past it. And it's not just because I'm an arrogant bastard.
We pick up red rap, we pick up KRS, and your subs where you at. In the future I can see that we never going back. Like a train, I'm on this track or whatever, never back. Hey yo, pick up SOJ, hey, pick up red rap, we pick up KRS, and your subs where you at. In the future I can see that we never going back. Like a train, I'm on this track or whatever, never back. MCing is my craft, sir. I perceive things faster. I come from my future, not my past, sir. I'm smooth like lacquer. We were taught that the past comes first and the future comes after. But the year doesn't matter. I appear as a rapper with rap, SO Trey in the year after, where time doesn't pass ya. And you can ask the master what comes after, and he replies laughter. The future we after is past disasters, past slashes, flashes, and gun blasts. We don't need apocalyptic pastors pumping fear faster. Hear the blast master and laugh after. The future is more colorful than past rappers. Think about that city life, less tractors, more real people, less actors. No more backstabbers. The government's a non-factor. So we pick up SOJ, and we pick up red rap, we pick up KRS, and your subs where you at. In the future I can see that we never going back. Like a train, I'm on this track or whatever, never back. Hey yo, pick up SOJ, and pick up red rap, we pick up KRS, and your subs where you at. In the future I can see that we never going back. Like a train, I'm on this track or whatever, never back.
Ask me what's more dismal, the future or the past, cause in the past rappers had more respect, pub and cash, plus a lot of flash. Guest list for clubs to crash. Promo visit played on TV, LPs was selling fast. Who could tell that wouldn't last? Remember getting advances, now we advance into a future that seems to have less chances. The past just seemed scandalous, no labels was so shady. Now I just wish there was still some labels left to pay. But stressing this is crazy, cause we're never going back. Gotta focus on the merch, the tours, the shows we're rap. It's still appreciated cause these peeps are pissed and jaded. Want a future where you don't have to rap like shit to make it. Cause facts have been misstated when it comes to who's the dopest. Got love for yesteryear, but the future's where we're focused. The future where the hope is. True artists clock some bread, trying to keep some hope alive for the times we got ahead.
So we pick up SOJ, and we pick up red rap, we pick up KRS, and your subs where you at. In the future I can see that we never going back. Like a train, I'm on this track or whatever, never back. Hey yo, pick up SOJ, and pick up red rap, we pick up KRS, and your subs where you at. In the future I can see that we never going back. Like a train, I'm on this track or whatever, never back.
Yo, crazy shout out to my man Don Salant. The Don Waves 1, you know what I'm saying? The up Master Kurt. And of course, Blast Master KRS-One. We ain't never looking back, you know what I'm saying? It's time to move forward.
Used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I'd known. Oh. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Oh, and I'll stay strong on your love all the time. Let me say one more thing. I'd look for love in all the same old places. Yes, I did. Found the bottom of the bottle, always try. Oh, yeah. But when you poured out your heart, no, no, I didn't waste it, no. No, I didn't know. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me out. Lord have mercy. It's Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Oh, and I'll stay strong on your love all the time. Won't you play that guitar for me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Lord have mercy. she won't be. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. Yes, you are. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And I stay stoned, yeah. Girl, I stay stoned, yes. All the time.
You or someone you love need to be free. Call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges. Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be free.
That's true. That's a long intro. We back on the air. It's the Vibe on air. Mr. D's Open Mic King, Poison Ivy the Entertainer, the Queen, forehead.
Whatever.
You was
I can't hear you.
Is that better? Can you hear you now?
I was enjoying that sound.
That's Tennessee Whiskey by Stan. Shout out to Stan Edward Moore, formerly of the Cats.
Ain't nothing like some whiskey.
Yeah, drinking something now. Shout out to my man Substance Abuse featuring KRS-One, Real View. I like that track. Poison not a big fan of KRS-One.
You ain't gotta tell the world that.
I've said it before. I've said it.
But I don't want to meet him and then we got beef because it ain't.
I don't care.
I just don't like the way he
Chris
raps.
Parker do not care about no Poison.
He probably would love me. He wouldn't even care that I didn't like the way he raps. Like, that's
No,
all
it
right,
seemed like he
girl.
liked big girls.
That's all right, girl. I could cook.
This Melody was a big girl. He liked big girls. That was his wife. I wonder if they still married.
KRS-One might want to cater to me.
I don't know.
He might want to be my boo thing, even though I don't like the way he rap. That's possible.
Poison.
What?
Oh, you like.
I know you can't. Whenever you trying to bring that shady tree, you can't never really just
It's
get
doing
it.
some crazy stuff.
That's
You
the
let it-
universe telling you stop.
Whatever. I'll close it and bring it back up, and then I'm gonna slap the crap out of you. But in the studio, we have two people here.
Two bosses.
She said bosses.
I said it. No, I said boss.
Two bosses.
No, I said boss.
Two bosses, as she said. Two
You
bosses.
gotta say two bosses.
She said two bosses.
Two bosses.
We got and I'm gonna hold on for a second because I'm gonna pause out for a second because I gotta get my my music and stuff back up because it just timed out on me because of Stan Edward Moore song broke the radio.
You was trying to be shady.
Was I?
Yes.
Was I?
Yes, you were.
Me?
You?
I would never do that, Poison, but hold
You
up.
always tell me to sit
I just
down
told you that
and
one.
smack
Let me
me.
give you another one. Yeah. Now do me a favor.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Okay, we're good. All right, so in the building, we have Megan Manning and NGINA. Fake audience love y'all. Fake audience really love y'all. Somebody brought an earphone in here too. That's a loud one.
You know, my bad.
Huh?
My bad.
What's your bad?
Because we need to communicate better. Because you were supposed to have that bass in here. I don't even think about. I went to school for this, and I didn't even think about that. Like, oh, hey, guitar, bass.
Yeah, but you know, I'm still learning, so it wouldn't have been, you know, it'd have been just me playing the same note I play all the time.
How long have you been
boom,
learning?
boom. Quite a while. I just keep putting it down, and I be having stuff going on. But you know, I'm still learning. But it would have been nice to just have it here since you brought your guitar.
Regina Code, and don't touch her guitar. Don't touch her guitar.
But you know, Megan been sitting here for a while, so we're gonna start with Megan. And as you see when it's on the screen, she's gonna see her name spelled wrong.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's good. Nobody knows my government name either, so thanks for that, Poison Ivy. I appreciate it.
I told him.
Well, no, because at first she told me your name. How else you think I knew your name? Yeah, exactly. Thank her again.
Whatever.
Hey,
Slap
Megan.
it one time.
Megan.
Sit your dumb ass down.
You both can get a double.
Ooh. It is 3-1 right now. You better watch it.
That's all right. That's all right.
One more
I'm
time
still
to threaten me.
standing.
Cry like Tyrese in a minute. Shoot.
Okay. I'm still
God
standing.
damn it.
I'm
I'm
still
not worried
standing.
about y'all, man. Because you know what? I come with the crew. And y'all come with me. This is what's going to be.
You. yeah, you didn't stumble and fumbled and fail.
Not me. Not me.
It's two. Matter of fact, it's 3 of us. What is you gonna
Gina
do?
ain't going to do nothing because she worried about, she want to make sure her guitar okay.
Honey, please.
Somebody might fall on it. Somebody might be falling on that guitar to keep messing around.
I'm slick over here thinking like, damn, did I tune up before I left?
You ain't, got
Artist
you ain't bring no tuner with you.
Artist mind.
Hey, I don't think I even have a tuner.
But ladies, how y'all doing today?
Doing great.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Everybody enjoying their beverages?
Yeah, I am almost
You
at the
enjoying
bottom of
you
mine.
enjoying your non-beverage?
Yeah,
Megan?
air tastes good.
We have that flavored air. It's infused. So Megan, tell us about you. We're gonna start off with you since you've been here the longest.
It's cool. I don't mind. You know, Poison and I have known each other for a couple years now. So I go by the name Boss Lady. I have radio shows. I do blogs, magazines, management, all that good stuff. So.
Now, we was talking earlier. You was talking about some of your affiliations, everything. What got you into doing all this media, as they like to call it, media?
Well,
Media.
I'm not from
I got an echo.
Cleveland.
Media.
So when I originally moved here, it was more like I'm at home by myself and I have kids. It was a hobby. It turned from doing promotions to, hey, you want to be my manager, to, oh, hey, you want to do this, this, and this. I grew up in a music background. My dad was in a band up until I was probably 12 or 13. So he plays everything, guitar, bass, keyboard, harmonica, all that. I don't have the patience for it. I'm sorry. My fingers just don't. My brother does, but I'm more of a hustler and back end and all that. So, and it just kept growing. It went from one thing to another, and radio was the last thing that I picked up. So I think I'm good.
Now, you say you have several radio shows. Name the radio shows you have.
I have Boss Talk Radio, which focuses on the new music and independent artists from all over. And that's on 100.1 The Heat, which is Rampage Last Boy Scouts radio station.
Flip mode.
Yep. And it's also starting December 3rd on Blackout Radio, which is out of Detroit, which is Brick Squad. So huge opportunity for artists to get on, do what they need to do, and get their music heard. And then you got to get Nicole.
I have to put her to work sometimes, you know. That's how she stays healthy. So you have all these affiliations and everything, you know, and you know, you was telling us, you know, you have like a million viewers.
And yeah, I have a throwback show too called The Vault.
The Vault.
And The Vault was the first show that was put on 100.1 The Heat. And that's like all 90s, 2000s. I have a lot of OGs call in, like Murphy Lee, Do or Die. They call, and they're the best ones to interview because they tell you straight up, you know, what stops you from being successful, you know, what you should keep doing. And a lot of these independent artists are so hard-headed, they need to hear it.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people, and especially, you know, just in Cleveland, and then, you know, pretty much everywhere I go, when you deal with artists who, they get these egos, they might be doing something, they do these shows and everything, and I've dealt with a lot of them, I've hosted a lot of shows, and you see that just the ego of some of these artists, and they really haven't pushed anywhere.
No, they just do shows and they complain. And I'm not, this isn't a gripe session for me, but, you know, sometimes it's like, well, why should I pay you? And it's like, you know, before you talk to me, is find out, go through my page and see what I do, because that's just common knowledge.
I think ego should be out of it anyway, because, I mean, you know, this could be taken any time. You know, you don't know what can happen, and you need to just be mellow and just be humble. A friend of mine, I've dealt with him for years, Walt Barnes Jr. He plays with Babyface. He plays with Tony Braxton, Christina Aguilera, After 7. He in Japan right now, and he'll come back here and do a gig for $70.
Right.
And he'll tell you that just like anything, this is temporary.
Yeah.
Because gigging here is what's going to be keeping, you know, if anything happens. So, but you get a lot of these artists be like, and I've had, you know, I just do open mic a lot, and you get the people come on stage, and, you know, they might people gonna be talking, it's okay, I'm booked. The ego thing to me is just crazy.
I mean, it is what it is, you know. I mean, I don't really focus on Cleveland because, you know, my shows aren't based in Cleveland. It's all over. It's
But why
all
wouldn't
over
you
the
focus
world.
on Cleveland? That hurt my feelings right there.
I'm not from Cleveland, so it didn't hurt my feelings. But I'm here, and the thing is the artists I do have here, they understand.
The hand is
you
going
know,
back slowly.
Oh.
Do you want them problems? You want that
But
cheat?
you know, the thing is people think, oh, you know, too good to be true, you a scam. If you got all these affiliations, why are you here? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's working.
Right. I mean, but you know, I feel like, yeah, I mean, you're not from Cleveland, but you're in Cleveland. Spread the love.
Yeah.
And I think you do that for the most part. But I know you don't focus on Cleveland because you have multiple footprints.
Yeah, I don't focus on just the city because the thing is artists are complaining they're not getting out of the city. Well, hello, you want to get out of the city? That's cool. You can't just jump into a show and be like, oh, I did this and this. No, there's radio, there's blogs. You know, people are complaining, oh, I don't want to spend $200-300 on this. But you spending $200 or $300 to get in front of an A&R that's not going to do crap for you. That's just going to tell you the same stuff I could tell you for free. Flat out. They're going to tell you to keep working on it, get your following up, get your base up. Just the stuff you should already know.
And that stuff they've been telling the artists like 20 years ago.
For $200 or $300 to perform 8 minutes in front of an A&R that just, they're like a salesperson.
I mean, when I was trying to so-called rap, and I was sending tapes out to Warner Brothers and Priority and everything, and they'll send it back saying, you know, get your following, you need to have a following. How many people how many records have you sold? You have to have that in order to do that, and people don't educate themselves anymore. I remember back in the day, they used to tell me, if you want to learn how to do this business, you get to I remember the book that they had out. This business called music.
Yeah, or find somebody that's not going to lie to you because so many people, so many artists are scared
But
here.
you got to be educated in it.
Yeah, that, oh, you know, I gave money to so-and-so. I'm not going to mention their name, but their name's floating around right now.
Right.
But they screwed me over. Fine, you know what? They screwed you over. Don't blame that on me. But guess what? I'm going to give you something for free just so that way you know I'm not full of it.
But artists don't take the time to learn the business. They think, okay, well, I just got hot records. I got hot music. And, you know, that's all I need. Nah.
It doesn't.
You gotta have hustle. You gotta have drive. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know the business.
It's either gonna be a hobby or you gonna take it to the next level.
Who you affiliated with now as far as your shows? Like besides the names you said, I know you deal with Freddie Mac.
Yeah,
Shout
right
out
now
to Freddie Mac.
we're at Sheila's on Lansing every Sunday night. It's like an open mic. I have a video countdown show called Heat Seekers. So it's called Heat Seekers Sundays. And we're giving everybody the chance. 2 songs. Best performance gets a free video this week. Next week, we're going to give out universal distribution for a single. So. And
shout out to Sheila. That's my homegirl. We used to work at Tower City together back in the day.
Sheila's so sweet.
And little.
We have 2 new drinks there. One's called the Rick Rowan, and the other one's called the Boss Lady Special, a.k.a. Black Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Brand that.
What does that Black Superman mean?
You better Google the Black
Duh.
Don't know.
No, but I mean, I go out. I've hosted events at South by Southwest. I did Cassidy's event last year, and we did.
Did she mention me? No. Cassie. I was wondering if she mentioned me.
Lord.
Hell no.
Cassie, you know, when she know that, you know, somebody from Cleveland around, she be always wanting to find out if I'm there, and then when she see me, she be like,
Hi.
What she be like, me?
Hi.
Fucking nuts.
no, but I throw the comedy in here somewhere. So what's your next move? What you got coming up next? I mean, you doing some big things right now.
The usual. I just started with Blackout Radio, like I said,
right?
Which is Brick Squad, and that's gonna be in December for both of my shows. And then
do Waka Flocka braids? Do they stink?
I don't know.
Nah, just play.
You guys can listen. I retwist dreads. I don't do braids.
That's what I meant to say. Dreads. He got dreads.
I don't know.
Because Waka Flocka look like he just don't shave right here.
His braids don't.
This part right here just don't get touched. Everything else be clean. So how'd you get that? How'd you end up doing, dealing with Brick Squad and dealing with Detroit? How's Brick Squad in Detroit? Ain't they from Atlanta?
It's a radio.
It's just radio.
Black Tear is actually a Woo brother. He's a official Woo DJ, and I'm a Woo DJ, and their only female radio host they have at the moment. So that's how we just were like, well, you know what? We're family anyways. I'm going to go ahead and get on. I record through them, and I'm live with them. Okay. And then all my stuff gets sent over to 100.1 and 98.7. So 3 different stations.
That's not bad.
No, I mean it's cool. And then Heat Seekers is on 100.1 on Fridays, and that's starting next month too. It's a process. And then I have a magazine, and it's a lot of stuff.
Always working.
And I have 5 kids.
Working.
Now you know.
That was my next question. You want to go?
You have 5 kids?
Before I ask this question.
Yeah, I want to ask this last question.
Okay.
You know, we're doing a radio TV show here, and we're looking for some new homes to implant our seeds into and grow and make them turn into voluptuous flowers. How would you help a budding internet show to develop into a big internet show?
Let her do a show here.
Yeah,
that's
it's
how
it's
that
all
go.
about personality. You know, you don't get nominated for best radio host or best TV host in 3 different states just by being dry like this all the time. I talk so much smack. I'm from New York, so it's
Word be
natural for me just to be on air, and this is like my niche, my calling, and it's unfortunate that it took me to do the magazine, do this and that, and then the radio, but I mean, it paid off.
But everybody got a progression, you know. Everybody got to follow a path somewhere. Go ahead and ask your question.
So how you? Well, you know, your mama. You know,
you about to get slapped for that. You know that, right?
You know he about to smack me, but I just gonna keep talking like I don't even hear it.
Shoot your ass.
You know, I rock with you. You know that. Yeah. So I see you online. I see your feelings. I see your work. I see your kids. How do you tell the people how you manage being a boss lady and a mom at the same time?
It's hard because 5 kids. My oldest just turned 10. My youngest is about to be 3. So no twins, no nothing. Just boom, 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 boom. They go to school every day. One's in an advanced class. One of them has a learning disability, so it's hard. But I might not get along with their father a lot of the time, but he does help. I also have a man that does step up to the plate and is a role model for them. So
and that's good.
When he knows what I do, he steps up and he'll watch the kids and take care of them why I need to do what I need to do with no questions asked, just go handle your business. So I appreciate him, and he's here with me tonight. He didn't have to come.
He's still not.
Shout out to the bow.
Did you offer him something to drink?
Shout out.
We offered some food, but we ain't got none.
I offered him something to drink. He said it was cool.
He might have.
We got some stale crackers if you're hungry.
I got some Cheez-Its in my bag.
They ain't in no box though. They just in her bag. They just floating around.
Brother, they is in the box. I bought them today.
They crumpled it. Yeah, they taste like old leather.
They better not.
It's hard, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, and babysitters can be expensive, but luckily, we had done business before, so he knows the schedule that I have, and he knows the schedule.
But see, now you got a platform that you can work on with that, because that's when you start training the oldest one on how to start babysitting. So when he get older enough, he's already on the job.
My 10-year-old, he does.
Yeah.
He helps too, like with certain things, like and homework. He helps my 7-year-old with her homework and stuff like that. But he's into one of those. He's very advanced for his age, so he'd rather be reading a book or playing Call of Duty, something, than dealing with his brothers and sisters.
So is any of your kids taking up behind you in the entertainment world? Do they want to be dancers, singers, radio personalities?
They all love music.
They do?
Yeah, they all, like, if I put something on and they don't like it, turn it off. Excuse me? I don't like this song. Okay. So right now it's 679 from Fetty Wap and some song by Trey Songz. So, yeah.
That's sweet.
But they've listened to the Beatles, the Bee Gees. They've listened to everything because, I grew up listening to Tom Petty and all that. So they get that, and then their father listens to West Coast stuff, and then he listens to, like, Daft Punk. And then my man, he listens to a lot of stuff from Florida because that's where he's from.
So they just get all genres and everything.
Yep.
That's sweet.
I like the Bee Gees.
So turn-up's real at my house.
I like the Bee Gees a lot.
That's sweet.
I don't know the words. I know the rhythm though. But let's switch gears because we got NGINA FAYOLA in the building, and she
What's up, Gina?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's going on with you?
She's such a fresh breath of air.
She's just a breath of fresh air.
No, fresh.
She said a fresh breath of air.
No, I didn't mess that up. I said it how I wanted it. A fresh breath of air.
Yeah.
Not a breath of fresh air. She's a fresh breath of air. That's a difference. Read between the lines, Deeds.
Okay, you need to
Fresh
read.
breath of air.
Just read. It's fundamental.
Shut it up.
I don't know if I.
Hey,
But Gina,
thank you so much for having me.
Let's talk to you, Gina, because we've been playing your music on here for a while.
Yeah, we rocking with you. We
Yeah,
rocking with you.
And I like the song. I got the video, but I don't want to play the video.
I told you I was in the video.
Yeah,
Yes, she was.
Yes, I was.
That's why I don't want to play it. But
You know you were right for that one.
Shady tree.
yeah, But you brought the guitar. So I know we're gonna get a live thing there, but we're gonna do that a little later. Let's talk about you. With you from Guyana, right?
Yes.
Guyanese. And how long you been American? Or
How
in
long
America?
have I been American?
Or in
I have
America?
not
Were
begun
you
that
born in
journey.
America? Your family, when
But
you
I've
were
been in America since 1982. so
okay. Okay. So how old were you when you came over?
5.
5. So yeah, you don't know nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I was 4, I remember.
Well, you
She might have got little glimpses. She
remember.
You have flashes and
start
stuff.
holding
Yeah.
memory from age 3. So
Yeah.
I remember solid things enough to, and I've been back. So
Okay. You been over there?
yeah, I still got family there. So
Yeah, that's dope.
never lose the culture.
Right.
Never.
Ever.
Never.
So tell us about the type of music you do. That's what I want to know. Because I like the single you got. The single is just
Awesome.
dope.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't have a particular genre that I favor. I just like to create good music. So whatever that song becomes is what it becomes. If it's a hip hop song, if it's an R&B, if it's a rock song, if it's a punk rock song, it doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as at the end of the day, it's a great song.
Right.
That's what's up. Now, for this one, Mind Control.
Yeah.
What was your thought process in putting this song together? What was your concept?
I think Mind Control kind of stands out to me because I actually stood up and wrote. I was facing writer's block during that time, and something in me just told me to stop sitting and just stand up and write it. So I tacked paper to the wall, and I wrote. I listened to the track as I was standing. It was just, it's nothing really unusual. I'm pretty sure other people do it. You know what I'm saying? But
everybody got their own process.
Right. Something with the I guess with the alignment of my body and my mind and everything, it just kind of started flowing from there.
Because when Poison writes, she eat neck bones for some reason.
Yeah, that works too. I done did that.
You ate neck bones?
Neck bones, a little bit.
Anyway.
Ain't they good with hot sauce though?
Yeah.
Neck bones good with hot sauce. I love some neck bones with hot sauce. That's that fire right there. That fire. That
neck bone with hot sauce.
If you need some neck bones and hot sauce to make that song.
Anyway.
Got to have the neck bones and hot sauce. Go ahead. Oh, you had that. I thought she had. He kept saying anyway, which ain't a word either. So, what got you into music? Coming from Guyana to America and at 5, and picking up a guitar and playing. And what got you into music?
When did the guitar start? Because I know you always sung.
The guitar started late.
Yeah, when
the guitar
did that
started, I was maybe 25.
Yeah, the bass started for me when I was 44.
Oh, okay.
Well, not 43. I'm 44 now, so it was last year. Yeah.
Okay.
But what got you started? What made you start doing music? Was it
birth?
Birth.
Birth got me into music.
Heartbeat.
Yeah, heartbeat. As soon as you got that heartbeat, I don't know anything else but music.
That's what's up. You don't know nothing else but music?
I can do other things. I'm great at everything I try.
Like what? What else you do?
I've been a carpenter. I was in the carpenters union for years. You know what I'm saying?
Can you build me a birdhouse right now?
Yeah, I can build you a birdhouse. I can build you.
Poison, go get some wood. Go get some wood.
Ass a dog house. That's what you need to build, a whole ass dog house for him.
I don't like your tone.
I've done a bunch of
lucky stuff.
Jobs to make the ends meet, but music has always been something that I just naturally gravitated to, or just kind of naturally gravitated to me.
So that writer's block, cause I'm kind of in that zone right now, and been in that zone for a long time, but I came out of it.
Yeah.
One good time, made a great song, but now I'm back, and it's like I'm like inching on finishing the song. Like I got this one beat I've had for months, which is cool because the first verse is done, but the second verse, if the second verse don't coincide or top the first one, I don't, you don't want to come under the second verse. So I'm not too worried about that song. Yeah. It's just that now when I get a new beat and I'm ready to write to it, I'm getting like 2 and 3 words out at a time. Okay. It's killing me. Yeah. It's because you really want to, like, where are you? Where are you? Come out. Like,
you just can't force it.
That's yeah.
I've started songs. Like there's one song I have that's coming out on my next project. It's called More and More. Mm-hmm. And I started writing that song, I'd say maybe my son was maybe 5, he's 16 now. Mm-hmm. I wrote the first verse and the chorus around that time. The second verse came to me in 2013. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's why I always move in spirit.
Yeah.
And I tell that to everybody. And people, it's a lot of people that want to collab with me, and I don't take it personal, but I have to move in spirit. Like one day, I might just be like, you know what? Let's do that song. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that.
But it's like that. But but it's killing me. That writer's block is killing me right now. But
I'll tell you what my mother told me. It is. Because whenever I deal with writer's block, I talk to her about it. Strangely. And one time I was crying about it, and I'd gotten so emotional about it, because I'm an emotional Pisces, you know what I mean?
My baby daddy a Pisces girl.
My crazy sister a Pisces.
Yeah, we're not crazy. We're just misunderstood.
She's crazy.
I understand y'all very well.
But she said, I said, I can't think of nothing to write about. She said, we'll write about writer's block. I mean, how do you argue with that?
Right.
That makes sense.
What I'm saying? Just keep the pen moving.
That's right.
Just keep the pen moving and just let it become what it's supposed to become in the time that it's supposed to become that thing,
Now, I have music from both of y'all. I'm about to, of course, try to play Mind Control because, we play it all the time. And Megan has 2 artists that she sent music to us from. And I'm going to play, Black Magic.
Cool.
So we're going to go take a quick pause for the calls real quick so we can get this music played, and then we're going to come back and talk with Megan and Gina. This is the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's the Open Mic King, Poison Ivy the Forehead, and we will be right back shortly after this. Camereshol Baraeka. Like this.
What's good? It's your boy Brandon Langus, aka V Baby, and you're tuning into the Vibe on Air. Let's go, baby.
I made this for you.
Come on. In your neighborhood every day, you probably don't even know, 'cause if you saw it you would just look away and pretend like Bartimaeus. Live in darkness, turn your back on the loom. Exactly what they want you to do. I wouldn't lie to you, I'm telling the truth. A million ways to be free, but they don't advertise it on TV. It's any place to be true, but you won't find them on the evening news. Countless ways to be kind, but are they really ever on your mind? A million ways to be great, but only one way to be a slave. Epidemic is here, dusty living in your neck of the woods. How can you survive? ways to be great, but only one way to be a saint. Cause mind control. Cause mind control. Only mind control. One way to be a saint. The only way they can own your soul is through mind control. One way to be a saint. One way to be a
You see, we make this shit look easy. We got the keys to the streets. Rich dreams too, nigga. Right? Drop the top like magic. Whip the foreign like magic. Drop the dope like magic. Take your hoe like magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Drop the top like magic. Whip the foreign like magic. Drop the dope like magic. Take your hoe like magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Turn the hair to a brick. Drop a bag on your bitch. With the foreign with my wrist. Cuban link on my wrist. Pay the lawyer, beat the case. Drop the top on the race. Lit card, I'm on my way. Underlay, underlay. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it like magic. Shake that ass like magic. Pop that so a savage. Girl, you know you a bad bitch. What you do for this bad bitch? 400 shooting in traffic. Don't confuse us with this rapping. Throwing money on spazzing. He broke his out, keep acting. He a fuck nigga, we taxing. Pop my paper like I fax it. Ballin' on him, hit the basket. Private flight, I'm relaxing. I'm fresh as old fashion. I'm rich as fuck, stop asking. Drop the top like magic. Whip the foreign like magic. Drop the dope like magic. Take your lord like magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Drop the top like magic. Whip the foreign like magic. Drop the dope like magic. Take your hoe like magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Hit your crib like magic. Post it up like a status. Running plays like mad. If a nigga hate it, crack back on. I got all the cheese in this ratchet. Straight drop out of the plastic. Racks and racks under the mattress. And the VIP lit like some matches. Whipping it, 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 flipping it, flipping it, flipping it, flipping it, flipping it, I'm getting it. You say that's your girl, but I'm hitting it. My money be looking illiterate. I got dope cross the border, no citizen. Jump out the coop and it's lit again. These niggas be hating they feelings in. I am just chasing a million. I'm running a checkup. The really so sick, need a checkup. The diamonds be dancing like step up. I did it myself, no help, bro. Cream on the top, watch it melt up. Fitting my belt and I'm effed up. Drop the top like magic. Whip the foreign like magic. Drop the dope like magic. Take the lord like magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Drop the top like magic. Whip the foreign like magic. Drop the dope like magic. Take your hoe like magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic. Whipping it, whipping it, whipping it, magic.
Yo, it is the vibe on air, and I am your celestial host, Mr. Deeds, the open mic king. Yes, I am, and I am in the domicile. The domicile, I am in it. We have Poison, I, and then the letter V.
Yes.
She is here. As we like to call her, felonious forehead.
My forehead looks good today.
You have one of them James Earl Jones foreheads. It's like
sometimes it be off, but
you got a Darth Vader head. You got
my forehead is on point today. Don't be a hater all your life.
Your head look like Rocky Dennis.
Don't be a hater.
Everybody seen the movie Mask? See, if you ain't seen the movie Mask, you know who Rocky Dennis is. But she like the mask. Not just like.
Call in and tell me I look great.
Call in and tell her she got a forehead look like Herman Munster.
I look great. I know I do.
She look like her name Young Head, but
don't be mad because your sweater over there like help me.
Nah, my sweater don't look like it help me. My sweater look like it won't even fit over your head. We got to unbutton all the buttons to put it over your head.
Whatever. He just mad because I didn't bring him a Mr.
I almost said a dirty joke on here about your head. I can't even do it because I can't do it.
Glad
you know I was like,
I'm glad you did.
Hold
that shady tree.
I hurt one of my teeth.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Karma.
I'll bite my stuff over there because I gotta get it out. But we in the studio with Gita FAYOLA and Megan Manning in the building. Megan chilling. Look at her leaning to the side. People everywhere.
Boss lady.
And we just played Mind Control. And Gina thought I was saying I was only gonna play Black Magic. I said I was gonna play Mind Control then Black Magic.
You was gonna play Black Magic, and then we're like, that wasn't Black
I
Magic.
said I'm gonna play. I said I'm gonna play Mind Control. Then I said I'm gonna play also Black Magic by Snap Lieber, who happens to be sitting out there in the waiting area. We're gonna bring him in a little bit too. But we gonna run over as we usually do because it's almost 9:13. But we it just don't stop until I'm ready to stop. Yeah, we vibing. That's what you do on the vibe on air. You vibe.
The vibe.
It's the vibe on air. It's like you can reach in the air and just pull it down and then taste it. And it's like biting a delicious apple.
Ain't it dope?
That's covered in caramel with crunchiness, and there's a stick in it, and you bought it from the grocery store. It's a caramel apple. That's what it's called.
I love that.
Caramel apple. Yeah, I love caramel apples. Caramel.
Apple.
So we're gonna jump into this. I'm gonna start this time on with NGINA.
You want to call me NGINA really bad?
Yeah, because I've had so many times before you got here. Every time I play a record, it's like it's NGINA because it's like you got the energy. I am not up on Guyanese names, so I didn't know if you pronounce the N or not.
But it clearly says NGINA.
No, it says NGINA.
No, it don't.
The N is silent.
How would you know that the N is silent, D?
Because I'm American.
But if you don't say Kano, then you can.
Thank you.
Yeah,
exactly.
but we know the K is silent on no. I didn't know the N was silent in NGINA.
Oh, you was asleep during that period of class.
Right.
Oh, hold up, Posey. Let's first start back with. Let's start back with what school you went to. You went to East High.
You know where I went.
You know.
Proud of it.
Here we go.
Proud of it.
Huh? I didn't go to East
High. Yeah, I'm talking about Poison.
What you trying to say, dude?
You ain't educated.
He threw a shot.
Did you just say?
I am very educated.
You kind of smart, but you kind of stupid.
No, I'm very, 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 very intelligent.
You had to say it that many times, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Gina.
Yeah.
So you got your guitar right there.
I do.
That's acoustic?
Acoustic electric.
Ooh.
Fancy
schmancy. Can you pull that baby up? Why don't you do that? Let's get a lick.
What's your guitar name, Gina?
Taylor Spliff.
Taylor Spliff.
Air 5. You better tell them.
Why Taylor Swift?
She didn't say Taylor Swift. You're not even listening.
What'd you say?
See, there he goes not listening.
Damn.
You know what? I'm gonna smack the noodles out of you. I'm gonna knock your bowl of a delicious what's that? Marie Callender.
Michelina fold.
Whatever. It's all the same. It's frozen.
It is not. Is it Michelina or Michelina?
Michelina.
It's Michelina.
See, Michelina, Michelina.
I'm Italian.
Yeah. See, it's Italian. See. So
we just
let's see.
don't call it Mickey.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wood grain joint too. Oh,
you don't know nothing about that.
Oh, trust me, I do, because I got a wood grain bass, a jazz bass.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and play us a little something?
It's called Bless Us, Steve. Say bless
Yeah,
us.
you know, I know what I said.
Bless us.
Somebody need to bless your forehead. Now let's see.
It's not an
Do what you need. Do
It's,
what you
to-
need to do, boo.
Okay. While you tuning up, so Megan. So the artists that you're dealing with, what are you doing for them? Are you helping develop? Are you just helping them to get a platform to perform on, or?
It really depends, because sometimes, like, I get hit up by 200 or 300 artists a month. Sometimes they just want blogs. Sometimes they want radio plays. Sometimes they want just slots on mixtapes, whatever. The artists that I do have under the label, it's pretty much developing them to get to the next level. Getting them on a digital distribution deal to where they have another platform for other people.
No, I'm listening.
To hear them. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, are you ready?
No. Not yet.
All right,
so
good.
She's like, no.
Yeah,
don't rush greatness.
So, but I mean,
my control over you. No.
That was clever with Shark Ass Bang.
So wait, Meg. So you're not from Cleveland.
No.
I know that.
From New York over here.
New York, son.
And all that.
And I know that like Cleveland has their way about them, and it's.
Oh, you saw it firsthand,
girl.
At that, remember, I invited you to my anniversary party.
Sure did. Because you know I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out. But I know that Cleveland has its way about themselves. How do you stay like focused? Like how can I put it? I know it's frustrating to have moved from there to here, and then you see the talent, you see the potential, but it's like, damn, like what is y'all doing? Like, how did that make you feel in your position looking at Cleveland? And I can ask you that because you're not from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At first, it used to make me mad.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if y'all were scammed before. That's not me. And they took my money, this and that. That has nothing to do with me. So I understand why they don't want to give out any more money, because all these broken hopes, dreams, wishes, whatever, and all these artists that do make it out of Cleveland, they end up broke and come right back. No disrespect to anybody here, but that's what happens to a lot of these people that have gotten out and came back. And I'll be like this, keep my head down. People pissing my Kool-Aid enough, I'll start foaming at the mouth on Facebook, and I'll just start posting my stuff.
And
like,
you
you want to talk smack? Okay,
you do.
Here's my links. There you go. There's the proof. You want something for free because you want to talk all that smack?
Megan
Sure,
will
go
in. Megan will go all the way in.
Will.
Like, seriously.
What brought you to Cleveland in the first place?
Well, I was actually living in California. I moved from New York to California. I was there for 12 years, and then my ex-husband got transferred from Progressive to be out at the main office. So that's how I ended up here. And it's only like probably a 6-hour drive from where I grew up. So it was kind of like a location thing for the kids to be able to see their grandparents and the family that's wants to be around them. And that's another thing that's hard in Cleveland too. I know you guys were talking about the racial issues that Cleveland has, and I don't
with the police.
It's not just
it's reverse racism here a little bit. I'm not, like I said, my kids are biracial, so the things that I get asked when I'm out, oh, your kids are so cute. Okay.
You think it's harder for
how
them?
How many babies fathers you got? One.
Do you think it's harder for them being, because you can either be black or white, or you can be biracial? Do you think they
it's
come
harder
in
here.
between, or you think it's harder for them because
they get called Puerto Rican all the time? Are you Puerto Rican? So you better be proud. I teach them everything. The good, the bad, from both sides, because nobody's innocent in anything. That's just how it is. But a lot of times at school, other kids are getting taught at home that if you lighter than them, that's bad, or you lighter than them, you Hispanic. No, that's not how it is. You need to treat everybody the same, and it's sad that these kids are growing up to hate each other, because hate is taught, love isn't. And I had to move my son from school twice because he was bullied because he wasn't all black, and it's unfortunate, but in inner city, it's something that happens, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen in other places, but that's another reason why it was hard for me to break into the market here, because they say, oh, this older white girl's coming in, she whooped you up this and that. Nah, that my age, my color have nothing to do with it. I hustle. If I'm sitting down, like right now, I'm getting restless because I'm not doing anything. I'm used to being on the go. I have 5 kids. During the day, it's hustle, hustle, hustle. At night, I'm up till 1, 2 in the morning putting in work for everybody.
So where is the boss lady in 3 to 5 years?
Hopefully, not here in Cook. I say it like that.
You bashing the city though. It's like, wow, she is bashing.
It's not because there's opportunity here, but nobody wants to take it.
Yeah,
they're
like
scared.
The Cleveland sucker punch.
It's not even that. I want better for my kids, and they come first. So if it's something to where I can give them a better education, a better living environment, I'm going.
Right.
Regardless if it's here or if it's in Atlanta or if it's
you
in
still
California.
gonna do you still gonna get it. No
I have a
squad
squad in Sacramento right now to where I would call and say, hey, I need help moving. I'm coming. They have a studio already for me, and they'll help, because they've been rocking with me since I started.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I wanted to stay here, I could, because I've built up momentum here to where if I left here right now, it would still continue.
Right.
Because I have artists everywhere. So.
And I understand, what you were going through about your kids and everything being bullied because of what they look like and everything. Because
Megan has some gorgeous kids.
Because and like I said, I grew up with a friend of mine. His father was black, his mother was white. So he was light skinned. He one of the toughest dudes I know because he had to fight all the time. And I have my issues too because you are born this handsome. It's always so much hate and so much stress, and it's you got to you just got to keep fighting and just keep struggling. And I had so much comfort from all the ladies because they really love me. And
it's the guitar too.
So and Poison's gonna hate because she had the opposite struggles of foreheadedness.
Seriously, the only problem I had, and now that I'm out here all slim thick,
boo.
The only problem I had was my boobs. They used to be like itty bitty to the committee, and I hated that.
You can't say that on the air, Dr. Flay.
So you know what? I had a problem too growing up because I grew up in an all-white neighborhood. There's more cows than people type. Okay, and I didn't date nobody because the white boys they don't like thick girls. They like them skinny little toothpicks, right? That's how I started dating.
Aww.
Outside of my race.
Because they want a little cushion for the push.
Exactly.
Now, in New York, what neighborhood did you grow up in New York?
I just upstate where there's more cows than people, near Syracuse.
So you didn't grow up in the city of New York?
No.
Okay, you was upstate. Because I was thinking,
now,
was you in Bensonhurst or something like that?
Listen, when I get ticked off, that's when the attitude comes out. But
I didn't know if you was from Bensonhurst area, because New York is culturally diverse, but it's also culturally divided. And that's why I was trying to get to that too, because I know it's a lot of racism both sides in New York, and that's a struggle and stuff there too. Because I got people in Harlem that I go out to New York and visit them, and it's you step the wrong area somewhere. You cross one bridge or something.
The Irish don't like the Italians. The Guidos don't like the Italians.
No matter where she from, she look like a beast.
Puerto Ricans don't like nobody.
Puerto Ricans are crazy.
Yeah.
No offense.
Shout out to some Puerto Ricans.
Right. I'm from New York.
Shout out to Manuel and Esteban and Carlos and Ruiz and Juan and D'Angelo.
I could be from the suburbs, but I can kick it with the people in the hood. Right. I could be from the hood, but I can kick it.
Shout out to my Irish people, Mickey and Guinness, and shout out to my Italian people, Joey and Billy, and they all got Y names. Shout out to
Uncle Vito.
Shout out to Vito.
And definitely still prayers for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, definitely.
Are they still
definitely, but Donald Trump said
they
didn't know not enough people died. It's not as bad as Katrina.
I got 2 words for Trump. You're fired.
Okay, so it's
impeach him.
Let me just say this: it's not as bad as Katrina because they didn't die. Technically, when you die, you go home to glory if that's what you do. But they living without lights, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
It is. But you know what? With all these sports players getting paid $200-some-odd million, you think they donate a couple million? If they had good PR people, they'd be like, "Oh, you need to do that to make yourself look a little bit better."
Come on now.
Do that in a perfect world, they could do that, but
right? Everybody's all about the money.
President's job.
Gina, you ready?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Oh, Gina, ready now.
Before Gina go, I want to say something that Gina has said before.
Don't go back here.
Yeah, we do because we talking about how whatever we was just talking about. Gina once said.
Whatever we was just talking
Gina
about.
once said that we as people should support each other, especially when we have our own businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't Black-owned businesses buy from other black-owned businesses, and that way we wouldn't need to outsource, because before money came to play, it was a barter system. How many oranges do you got for these apples?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but I gotta say this as a black business owner. A lot of black people will not deal with other black businesses sometimes because some black businesses don't do black people right.
They don't.
And it's crazy because you deal with other black businesses and they may charge more for products. They may try to overcharge people, try to get over. Everybody want to try to get over, and you don't have to. It's all about the ones doing the right thing, though. Yeah. So sometimes that will detract people from like, oh man, but this dude tried to charge me like $25 more for the same thing, you know, and it be unnecessary, and you don't have to do that. But you know, black people feel, well, you know, I got to make it come up somehow, so they try to always undercut people instead of, or overcharge people when they don't have to, or tell them bad products. People always trying to, they think hustling always got to do with doing something wrong or doing something crazy to get over. You don't have to.
So then that just means as a people, because I've been to some white stores and you know what I'm saying, and it's been done the same way. So as this is a person, like as a person, so you know, I'm gonna take what you said and look at it like that, like, and I know that's what you were trying to come across with. Like, we need to support each other. Like, no matter what we do, no matter what race, no matter what skin color.
But don't let nobody take advantage of you over support.
And don't try to take advantage over nobody. You know what I'm saying? Put out what you want to get back. Right. What's good with that guitar, baby?
Yeah, you ready to?
I can do a song real quick.
All right, let's check this out. This is NGINA FAYOLA.
Do we need to turn the lights down?
No, because we need to be able to see her on the camera.
Do I need to be singing this?
Yeah, you can sing. Yeah, sing it. Yeah, sing. Go ahead. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
This is a "Cry Like a Baby." This is one of my common favorites.
Okay.
I do have an album coming out. This song is not on the album, but this is just to give you an idea.
Oh, so we get it exclusive.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
The Vibe on Air exclusive.
So this is called "Cry Like a Baby." This is a song I wrote, I think in 2007, something like that.
Okay.
But it's you know, still kind of gets to people, you know.
Girl, let it get to me, girl.
Right, so this is am I still out of tune? This might be close enough for rock and roll. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Crazy, I must be 'cause I'm in love with you. And my vision's hazy, tears are overflowing, brown eyes blue. I cry like a baby, cry like a baby, all over you, all over you. You give sweet love, then take it away, leaving me to free fall back to hell. There's no sunlight, all is dark and gray. I'm desolate and there's no one to tell. There's no one to tell. It feels like I'm crazy. I must be 'cause I'm in love with you. And my vision's hazy, tears are overflowing, brown eyes blue. I cry like a baby, cry like a baby, all over you, all over you. You might be thoughting all that I want is you, and I'm trying hard to hold it down. I'm lost in your world and I don't know what to do, but cry like a baby, cry like a baby, all over you.
Feels like I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. I must be crazy. I'm going crazy all over you. Girl, you better sing.
Girl! Nigga, you can grab that mic down. That was dope. Wow, man, the fake audience is going crazy. The fake audience is going crazy. You got my friend Kathleen over here snapping her fingers and doing her steps. She can do it all by herself.
Thank you.
That was dope. If I would have brought my bass, I would have really screwed that song up.
Okay, so Gina, why is that song not one of the...
Why is it not on? And then we're going to take a quick pause. That was dope.
That's a real good question, but I think in due time that'll be on one of the follow-ups.
Awesome.
I got some more questions for you, but we got to take a quick pause for the cause because I'm going to play this other artist from MEAGAN. The song is called Nappy Heads. And then we're going to just play this one song because we got this song from GINA, and I don't even think it's nothing really... if I play too many more songs, I don't want this to come out your memory. But Nappy Heads was about to play. Shout out to MEAGAN. Shout out to my man over there, Snap Lieber. I couldn't remember the last part. I remember Snap. I'm going to have him come in a second, too. And then we're going to play a little game that we like to play here. We're not going to tell you what it is, though, yet. But this is The Vibe on Air with the Poison Ivy Face girl. And Mr. D's, the open mic king.
Oh boy,
with the sweater that she say tight, but it's not. We'll be right back after this. After Poison hair girl a little bit.
This is a Too Smooth production.
Check me out though. I'm game tight. I'm up some over game night. I'm shining super bright. My Chevrolet says stupid nights. I hit the gas, that stupid tight. Backwood with the kryptonite. 40 cal with the stick tonight. Silencer with the pick your light. Hit the tight. I'm a great white. Swimming around them shark bites. I'm on one cause I ate right. Couldn't suit tight. We can bless you. I'll test you if you try me. It ain't hard to find me. I be right there on that 100 block and that Mac with me is a 90. Got my head all around that sheep. Now if she ever short dime me, I be 4 deep with dreadlocks. Do a headshot, you slimy. Remind me about that game. And I teach you about these lanes. We be riding around with our heat up with it. Each up with it. We feel it.
We riding this Chevy. Dre, my Tonka boys, I know you hear me. Photo, no post, my cutties rock out. Windows touching this on my fucking glass house. You see the whipping, I'ma pull up on ya. Skirts tucking on them things, ain't talking about no woman. No, been mobbing, we ain't new to this. She wanna off the mob, but we don't want to be this.
What's happening? Down Familiaso, Young Blanco, the trap house like Costco. Two-tone Jesus, waist Ferragamo, only navigate with ski mask, tattoo robbers. Got a couple crash dummies, they drilling just for the hour. Multiplying the hundreds and watching out for the router. Slithering through the crevice and lemon squeezing the sour. Oh Lord, and get the oath, he don't lose it for $1. I had to count at the line, I'm putting it on my mama. Learn to profit off of the intelligence of a mob. Back page and arrows, God translating baby mama's broccoli and the cabbage automatically for the drama.
Niggas say we riding this Chevy. Dre, my Tonka boys, I know you hear me. Photo, no post, my cutties rock out. Windows touching this on my glass house. You see the whipping, I'ma pull up on ya. Skirts tucking on them things, ain't talking about no woman. No, been mobbing, we ain't new to this. She wanna fuck off the mob, but we don't want the bitch.
Overload urgency, on demand surgery. 2 twin things on my hip because of murder scene. The bitch got wet soon as she heard of me. Hating on the guy, that is typical. Future laser plasma Yankee, rearrange his physical. She should've chose a real nigga, now the chick miserable. Downplaying 10,000, spades and pinochle. Loyalty is hard to find, thank God the team humble. Mackin' South is where you find me at. Disrespecting, got your body folded in that laundromat. Breaking down a purchase pack off weight that I'm sliding back. Bands in my pocket, bitch, but still I got 5 on that.
Once again, we riding this Chevy. Dre, my Tonka boys, I know you hear me. Photo, no post, my cuties rock out. Windows touching this, I'll be up on glass house. You see the whip and I'ma pull up on ya. Skirts tucking on them things, ain't talking about no woman. Now, been mobbing, we ain't new to this. She wanna off the mob, but we don't want the peace.
Check, check, 1, 2. We back on. Mr. D's over Mike King in an empty chair. It's the vibe on air. Poison Ivy, I don't know what she's doing. Don't really care. I really don't. Let me look at me. See, there's me. There's Poison Ivy. There's me. There's Poison Ivy. There's me. There's Poison Ivy. There's me. Poison Ivy. Me. Did we lose the picture? Oh well, we'll get over it. So yeah, I never put it on the commercial channel on the YouTube. If you watching the live stream, it's just black for a second. But there I am again. See, you can see me. All right, we are in the building, and of course, I've been talking to Megan. I've been talking to NGINA just blew us away. We got this song we just played, Nappy Heads. That was dope. And now we here with we played his song earlier. Snap Libra in the building. What's going on? You can scoot over that way just a little bit so we can get you in the camera. Because you're going to see yourself in a second on TV. Yeah, you're on TV now. You're all over YouTube. No, you ain't got the mic on yet because I ain't turned it on yet because you just reminded me to turn it on. And say something. What would you like to say?
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the vibe.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All the way from Florida. You ever kicking with this Italian chick from Cleveland that's by way of New York? How did that happen?
Man, I think things just come together. I just say it like that. That's what I think.
That's all you gotta say, bro. You ain't gotta say much. Things come together. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. You can do that. I ain't gonna give you no sound effects. But tell us about the record, man. We just played your record a little bit. Tell us about it. Give us some info on it.
The producer from it, he produced for Meek Mills before.
We just talked about Meek Mills.
Yeah, I had brought the beat from he do beats for Melly and Dream Chasers, and that's the type of vibe I rock with. You know, I'm a Dream Chaser basically, so. You know, I went with that frequency, that type of music, and I just made a hit record. You know, that's how I feel about it. A lot of people feel the same way, so I don't doubt it.
Okay. You got a lot of support for that.
Yeah, even when I performed it in Cleveland up here for the first time, people never even knew me, and they was like, "Whoa, that's hot!"
Oh, you here? Oh, I didn't know you were here, Poison. I guess I should turn your mic on. Hold on 1 second.
Repeat myself. It's a great song, by the way. So Sundays is you. Are you opening up that stage at Sheila's?
Yes, I am.
You should be.
Yes, I am. Okay. It'll be that support. You know.
Now you seem like a very mellow guy.
Yeah.
Because you really didn't want to get on the mic for real.
He was out there chilling.
But I mean, you hear we played your song. It makes sense to put you on, right?
Yeah. I just didn't feel obligated for anything. That's all. You know. That's all.
Now you come across mellow right now, but when you hit that stage, are you a different animal?
Yeah, it's an energy thing. Yeah.
It's an energy. So if I was to play a track right now, would you blaze it? Would you happen to blaze a track if I played it?
What you mean, like rap or like?
Yeah, like you know, you might.
I guess so.
Oh, he ready.
It'll matter to me.
He ready.
Let's see.
I like those types.
Let's see something. Here we go. We'll play this Charlie Wise track here.
Yeah, shout out to Red Room.
Yeah. Right? I'm used to snapping. I'm used to being up all night trying to get this money. Got that green, I be selling white. Bad bitch, she ride this dick just like a fucking bike. She bend it over, throw it back. Yeah, like she finna hike. Snapping on anything. Catch me in the trap all night. I been yeah. Right? I'm going back in on it. Yeah, I messed up. Dancing on the beat like a step up. Nigga try me, I'm having land to catch up. I'm in the streets every day getting my reps up. I just bench press the game, this shit too easy. My pockets all cheesy, freestyling like a Weezy. I'm like Young Jeezy, I got that snow, man. I bet you front door, man. If you talking beef, it's gon' get cooked. I just stick to the script, live by the book. I'm in the game like Korean, I'm just throwing hooks. I do a thing, and that's all I do. I'm on go. I'm getting it in the snow up north, but I'm from the south, you already know. Florida niggas, CRP, Brian County 400. All my niggas on it, yeah. All my niggas run it, yeah. We just going in and I keep it 100, yeah. Hey.
You know what?
That was dope.
I love that. I love that. I think like when we was like, oh, no cussing. That's when we kind of like threw you up.
Yeah, we threw you up.
Yeah, that was.
But you was going.
It's so smooth though. Like he just. He's so smooth.
Yeah,
that's
the neck
dope.
roll with it.
Yeah, and look, he look. You know,
it was like the rap version of Luther walking away from the mic.
He closed his eyes a little bit when he started freestyling. He got ready. He closed his eyes a little bit, like, let's go, let's go.
You's a wild boy.
Yeah, that's nice. You're nice. Yes.
I gotta give him the explosion.
Yeah, blow it.
So I'm gonna ask Megan to come back, man. I thank you, man. We love the track, man. I'm gonna keep playing it for you.
No problem.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
dope.
play the crap out of it.
Yeah.
That's not the word I would normally say, but I want to get Megan back over here because we finna play a little game here. So if y'all want to switch seats, you know, she's still standing there like she didn't hear me. Nah, that's good. Thank you, Snap Libra.
Snap Libra in the
Got him on
building.
the mic impromptu. He didn't really want to do it, but you know he's dope. He's dope. He's a dope young man. So here at the Vibe on Air, we like to play a little game, and if you could just get into the camera.
Where's the buzzers?
You won't need any buzzers.
Oh,
I control the buzzers, but we're gonna play a little game called What Does It Mean? What does it mean? It's the game where you have to define ghetto ass terms in normal English without using slang to define the slang. Let's play. What does it mean? Now,
this is very interesting.
It's going to be. If you get the answer wrong, you will get. Of course, if you get the answer correct, then you will get. You cannot use slang words to define slang words. And of course.
With surprise.
Right.
You will be timed. Let's play, and we'll talk about the prize at the end.
What
does it mean? And of course, we're going to start to my left with Megan.
Why is it gotta be the white
Megan
girl
is
first?
not on your left.
Because you're the first seat.
But that's not your left.
This is my left, she's my left. That's my right.
Oh, I'm thinking like you stay.
Douche. You smell like vinegar.
Whatever.
Oh, I thought that was a question for a second there.
No. Megan.
Yeah.
Your word.
Pop.
Your word is slizzard.
It means to drink syrup and to get high off of that. Hello.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Next.
Positive. That is on point. That is on point. That is not wrong. That is
What
not
was the word?
wrong.
Slithered?
Slizzard.
To drink syrup. Yes, it is.
That's scissor.
No. Slizzard.
No, I didn't say syrup at all. I said slizzard.
Yeah.
Slizzard is to get drunk, period.
Yes.
No.
Not off syrup.
Yes.
No.
Why she can't get drunk?
Listen.
I've
People
never
out
even
here
heard
in
it.
Cleveland call it white girl wasted when they get drunk.
Slizzard is to get drunk.
I think she should have got a bill.
Yeah. You're a hater.
No, I'm not.
Hater.
Who
Not a
made
hater
that
at all.
word? Who
If you don't know the
made
word. What's the boys from ATL? The young.
The Migos. You should have got a bill.
No, it wasn't the Migos.
Right.
It wasn't the
Should have
Migos.
got a bill.
I know. Thank you.
If she don't know, she ain't smart.
You
You asking the
got
dumbest
a bill.
person in the room? Really? No, just like Slizzard is to get drunk, not off a scissor. Scissor is something different. You were wrong. Thank you. And
My turn.
Gina. Your word. Your word is beasting.
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 Beasting is to just be destroying shit.
Did you just
In a
curse?
great way. In a good way.
Did you just curse?
No, I didn't. That shit is not a bad word.
Yes, it is.
It's an acronym for ship high in transit. It's
That
not a bad word.
listen.
Well, on here, on 53rd and Weston, you get a wrong answer because you cursed.
Oh no,
he's a hater.
That is.
No, you can't curse on the air. You can't curse.
Listen,
on the show.
you better
No
go to
curse
Google
words.
and type in Beast and E40, and that'll give you a whole explanation. I bet you it's not the same one as what Cleveland thinks it is,
Beast
or wherever you got your.
Well, unfortunately, you're in Cleveland, so
yeah,
deal with it.
unfortunate.
And what's
Your
the-
word,
What's the
Megan.
second word?
Megan.
What does beasting mean? You're supposed to give them.
No, your answer was right, but you cursed,
Yeah.
so you were wrong.
Oh.
He was just being.
Yeah, you cursed.
Yeah.
You cursed, so you were wrong.
Douche.
No cursing.
Ooh.
You sound,
It's me sucking my teeth.
it sounded like poison to it. Something.
Poison, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for you.
It sounds like when she buys popsicles.
Listen, honey.
Megan, your word is.
That's
Your
not
word
basic.
is Megan.
And he's using my government name over and over and over again.
Well, that's what you gave me to put on the thing. He said Megan Manning. You want me to call you Manning?
Call her boss. Call her a boss.
I don't work for her.
Call her a boss.
Megan. Megan's Law. Your word is gang gang.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Gang gang is what people yell when they like hyped up, especially after a performance. And they yell gang gang because they got all their supporters there, all their homies. That's why it's called gang gang. And that's right. Trust me, I know.
That's right.
You've been out the game too long. You need to get to an event. And do
I
an
was
open
giving you a
mic.
right answer, but you kept talking, so I should give you a wrong one now.
You
'cause you-
better not give her
'cause
no
you-
wrong
you-
answer.
Gang gang.
You just didn't know when to shut your mouth.
She got it.
But trust me, I know, son.
I would have got it all wrong.
DMX talking ass.
Like, that's when two gangs get together and call it truce. It's gang gang is when they call it truce.
Gina. Gina FAYOLA.
You know who's gonna find you? Some old man fishing. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. All my homies get down like what?
Is she quoting DMX?
Yeah, I sure
When
did.
I called her DMX?
Did.
Yep.
She's BMX.
What is BMX?
Gang gang.
The bicycle.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Your word. It's skirt skirt.
Skirt skirt is a filler word when you do not have a rhyming word. New song.
That actually is correct, but there is another definition. You can take it away if you can get this answer.
Right. Listen to Black Magic. Skirt! Because he says that. Skirt is just getting away rapidly, like evading the police.
That is
Which
correct.
means it's an escape word.
Right.
Which means
That
it's
is correct.
a filler word.
You gotta get up out of here.
See how that works?
That
Escape,
you
get
both are
away,
correct.
Filler.
You both are correct. I gave you correct buzzers. Can we move on now? Now, Megan, your word.
You laughing like it's funny.
It is. It's word.
Word is like a cosign.
What does cosine play?
Word.
Right. Yeah. Word is a cosine. Exactly. Like, yeah, man, I just got them new Jordans.
Word. Really?
Man, I slapped your mama. What? Gina. Your word is
Bafango.
Who? Bafango.
Bafango.
I have no clue what that is.
No, we're gonna give you that one. That's Italian.
Yeah.
It's some Italian, like it's a form of Italian. It's some type of Italian.
But this is supposed to be about slang words.
It is a slang word in Italian.
Get them together.
But
right.
What does it mean?
I can't say on the air.
Okay, see, I would have gotten it wrong.
It means this.
See?
All right, for real. Your word. Your word. No. I'll give you an easy one. Dope.
Dope? What is dope? NGINA FAYOLA.
Yes.
But what's the actual definition?
Dope? What we smoke?
That's just the end of the timer.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what dope is other than me.
What are you?
NGINA FAYOLA and shit.
What does dope mean?
Fly.
You gonna use a slang word to define a slang word?
That's not a slang word.
Official.
Fly is a slang word.
Dope means it's official.
Hot.
Yeah, hot. Dope. NGINA FAYOLA.
Yeah.
Megan.
Yes.
Poison Ivy's boss. Your word.
Here we go again.
Your word is. Your word is. Hey, yo! No, just play it. Your word is dab.
Dab.
Yes, and it could
Something,
be two different answers.
Something people in Virginia came up with, and you're supposed to dab when you sneeze. That's what they teach in school. It's a dance. I'm serious. Dab when you sneeze.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That's what they teach because the kids, they don't be listening.
You need to dab to me.
Yeah,
But
dab when you sneeze.
For bonus points, what is the other definition of a dab?
Give me some.
It's a wax that you put on.
Who?
Wax.
Give me a
that you
dab.
smoke.
Yeah.
That is correct. That is correct.
So it wasn't
My buzzers aren't working right now.
Oh, is it dab or dab?
A dab.
No, what I'm saying is
It's a
if
little
you
dab
do
of
like
wax.
this, is it give me some dab or
No, it's
dab?
dab. That's
Give me some dab.
D-A-B.
Yeah, it's a little dab of wax.
Yeah, dab is a waxy form of marijuana. THC or CBG.
Yeah.
That is correct. The final word for NGINA FAYOLA. And I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't say most of the word on it. F-boy. And the timer's not working, so don't worry about it.
An F-boy is a
Now it's working.
It's a lame guy. He's corny. He does what everybody else does. He does not have his own identity.
The correct person is going to be the one that feels like it. So
That means
there
it's
you go.
right.
There
That's
you
a
go.
strong right.
Yeah. You're
Delayed reaction.
And Megan, your final word.
How's that my final? I went before her. My word should be over.
Because it doesn't matter.
So
It doesn't matter. You'll find out why in a minute. Your word. Swerve.
Oh, you gave me swerve? Means get the hell up out my way.
You should know what that means.
Because I'm a boss and I don't tolerate the nonsense.
That is
If you
correct.
coming at me with no bread, please swerve to the side.
Turn her up.
That is the game. What does it mean? I'd like to thank each contestant for playing What Does It Mean? We appreciate you. You know what you get, your prizes.
Tell them
for
what they
participating in the
get.
show.
Tell them what they get.
It's absolutely nothing. You got your drink and that's what you get. You should have got one.
I got
you
my
didn't.
Hey, listen, I got some songs played and I sent you some more. That's your gift from me.
Praise God.
But you know what?
Game.
That's a gift that I will be regifting to people every Thursday. But yeah, that's the game. So so NGINA, as an artist,
Yes.
an artist from Cleveland, you heard some of her views about Cleveland and everything, because she kind of bashed Cleveland. I gotta say that you kind of hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
And
It's the
I got
truth.
tears and I'm gonna cry later.
I don't hold any punches. I'm not a baker. I don't sugarcoat anything.
You have a lot of metaphors too. I noticed that. You got a big harmonized.
I rap too.
Yeah, I
I'm just
figured.
playing.
I'm
just kidding.
You know I'm about to hit a beat, right? Like, oh really?
So,
I don't rap.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah. How did you feel about it?
the good thing about growing up in Cleveland is it gives you a tough shell, you know. So we kind of grew up hearing that this is a mistake, you know.
Right.
So it's not a shocker to hear when people, you know, kind of criticize the energy here, the artistry. Not so much the artistry, but I felt what she was saying though. We do have a problem with being unified and kind of being cliquey and not being focused.
Crab in the barrel.
But it's not just a Cleveland thing, because if you've been in other cities in the country, then you know that it's the same mentality elsewhere. You know.
We had Lil Wiley here on the show, and he said the same thing happening down there in Mississippi.
Right.
You know,
What happens wherever you go, what you have to do is just learn to be an individual as an artist, and if being heard nationwide, worldwide is your goal, then push towards that regardless of if you have an entourage.
But that's the same thing with Cardi B, though. Cardi B said on the interview that I just watched that it was hard for her to get on in New York as a rapper. People didn't take her seriously. And then the lady asked her, like, well, did it get easier once you got on Love and Hip Hop? She said it got harder once she was actually on national TV for her city to take her.
Because believe it or not, Love and Hip Hop is like it's detrimental to a lot of artists' career. If you go on that show, they feel like you out of your prime when you go on that show. They take that like it's like ugh.
It's rarely the beginning for somebody's career. You know.
But you know, you go to New York, and I go to New York, and you got like these DJs who they go platinum in New York alone, just selling the records in the street. Because you know, New York is so big and everything, and these, you know, but it's Cleveland. You know, Cleveland doesn't have the support system it should. But it's a lot of dope artists. But I always say, you know, the cream always rises to the top anyway. If you are dope, you're going to do what you're going to do anyway, whether you move forward or not.
Well, what I think is that Cleveland doesn't have the outlets.
Right.
We have the support systems because we have like little sets of support systems. You know what I'm saying?
Is it separated?
We have little cliques of support systems. We do. But overall, we don't have an outlet to release that once we get all that support.
Because whenever an artist does make it out of Cleveland, they leave.
Because people get tired. You know what I'm saying? People get tired of pushing and supporting you and seeing nothing happen. But what I encourage Cleveland artists, to any artist from any state, I just encourage them to venture out of their comfort zone and go places where people will give them an honest critique.
Right.
You know, go places where you can actually hear, you know, different genres of music and really embrace different styles of creativity, you know.
And when I, you know, mentioned that, I wasn't trying to shoot a shot at her, but,
no,
you know, I mean, because what she's saying is
it's real,
definitely true.
It's real. It's definitely real.
It's true, because we talk about it all the time, how Cleveland people don't support each other, and then they hate on each other, and it's a battle.
What I find is that Cleveland has a different way of really showing you that they love you. Cleveland, they don't necessarily stand up. The audience will not stand up.
They don't like you either.
Well, yeah, they'll come right out and tell you when they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But from my experience, Cleveland audiences, they won't necessarily stand up and applaud.
That's what I was about to get to.
But they will stand in the front of the stage, and they won't leave until you're done. And if they stand there and watch your performance, that's an indication that they love you. Now, they'll come
you could do a whole
after
show
the
and they
venue.
will not clap.
Yeah, they'll come to you after the venue. Oh, that was hard. That was hard. Why are you still in Cleveland? You know,
right.
They'll say stuff like that. But you know, they too cool because we cool here. You know what I'm saying? We so cool.
Because we cold.
Cool city. Yeah, because we cold. we
cool.
We got about 2 weeks of warm, but
that's about it. Yeah.
So Megan, so what are your plans as far as, are you looking to help do anything? I know you got, you know, you got a big platform. You got several different platforms, but you know, I know y'all got you guys Snappily were opening the show for Poison, or what the Poison doing. But what else can you foresee yourself doing that could touch here or touch anywhere that, you know, will not only make you great but make your team great?
Well, I mean, like I said, I've offered to do, you know, seminars to help people build their EPKs because people don't know what they are, or bios, or help them read over contracts, get their BMI set up. But it's all about they don't want to take the time, and unfortunately, that time is the most precious gift God gives you.
Does any of that stuff really cost you money or cost them money to do?
No,
exactly.
I mean it costs time, but the thing is, BMI is free. ASCAP is $50. You know, I have a label contract with Universal Music Group. Anybody that wants to get their single on, you know, you could pay thousands of dollars, or you could just pay for the promotion that needs to get you out there, because you can't just set it on a platform and be like, oh, it's got the stamp on it here. No, you gotta promote that.
Because I got a single I'm working on called Sugar Cookie, and it's pretty dope. You know, it's a rhythmic type of rhyme. Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, you know, it's gonna be like in the top 20 every. You know, it's dope, and you know, I would like to perform a piece of it for you. It's a poem slash song. Y'all ready?
And coming to the stage,
I don't have no music for it, but
we got Deeds presenting Sugar Cookie.
Ooh, let me take a bite. Ooh, I'll eat you all night. I wanna dip you into this milk, girl. I wanna dip you into this milk, girl. You're my sugar cookie, cookie.
All right, now, all right.
Wait a minute, the poem coming.
Shit. Ooh.
If you put it in the oven and let it rise, would that dough be soft? I put a glass of milk in the cup as I waited up in the loft. I can't even go on myself.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yo, my I mean, but you know, that's the premise of it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's gonna be on. You know, I think it's gonna be on Airsta and J Records, and it might be on Treble and all these record labels that ain't around no more.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah, you know, it's gonna be dope. You know, you ain't like, you know, what you think, Megan? How'd you feel about my sugar cookie?
It needs work. It needs to be put in the oven a lot longer.
Well, you know,
bake it.
You know,
bake that.
Well, you know, I'm sorry you didn't like it, SheMX, but
SheMX, I like that.
But no, I like to thank the both of y'all for coming, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We went over a whole half an hour just kicking it with y'all.
Right, we vibing.
That's the record so far, I think. Nah, somebody went over like a whole hour and a half. But you know, I just want to make sure that people know how to get in touch with y'all, know how to reach y'all outlets. I know you got multiple outlets, so shoot out all your info so people can get you, Megan.
Yeah, you can go on Facebook and add me. It's facebook.com Boss Lady Empire, so it's easy to find. If I can't add you because I have too many friends, just send me a message. I answer all my messages. Or IG at Boss Lady Connections Empire, and I don't use Twitter, so it's
nobody does.
Yeah, I have one, but I don't remember the password, so I don't get on it. Oops.
Twitter is dying slowly.
Yeah, and then I'm on Monday nights on the Vault on 1001theheat.com, and that's 7 to 9 on Mondays. So if you guys want to submit your music, it has to be clean. And then I'm also on Thursday nights on 987theheat.com.
Dopeness. I appreciate that, Megan.
Yes.
Very, very good with that. You're very good. It's like you've done radio before.
I know. That's my first time.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah, like totally.
You sound like a pro. Oh
right.
My God.
Becky, oh man, hello.
Oh my God.
I had to have
John Carroll.
I had to have my white girl moment.
NGINA, if you don't mind, shoot out your info so people know how to reach you and get your music.
You can just find me on Facebook, y'all. Like my band page. I'm on YouTube. You can Google me. I'm NGINA FAYOLA everywhere. It's NGINA. Well, you see it on the screen. NGINA FAYOLA.
Now your Instagram page though is
It's NGINA FAYOLA Must Be Heard. So if you just Google NGINA FAYOLA or NGINA FAYOLA Must Be Heard, just a slew of things will come up.
A slew.
A slew.
That's a nice word.
That's a word?
That's bigger. Yes. That's bigger than a bunch.
That's bigger than a
slew. If somebody say I got a slew of stuff, well, that's you're gonna need more than 2 hands.
Right.
Right. You need more than 2 hands for it.
You need more than 2 hands for a slew.
But yeah, definitely check out. Keep following me, y'all. I got new music coming out. Well.
That don't mean physically followers. You don't like stalkers.
Anyway. But I got music coming out 1st of the year.
Okay.
new album coming out by March of 2018. So just stick with me. I promise not to disappoint.
If you play that guitar like you just did,
I was just about to say, can we go out to your look? Just can we go out to that? I want to give my links to people over your guitar.
I just want y'all to promise that you're gonna send more music to the Vibe on Air.
I promise that. I promise.
The Vibe on Air at gmail.com. And if you want to send more music, please send it to the Vibe on Air at gmail.com. We will play your music as long as it's clean. And mastered.
Music.
That means no cussing.
And mastered.
That don't mean you washed it with soap. Stupid. You got time? Did you already pack it up? You
yeah, I already packed it up.
She ain't.
Pack it up.
Yeah, send that music in.
Pack it up.
If y'all want to get a hold of Snap, you can hit my IG up too. Because I don't know his off the top of my head. So.
Who's? Oh, Snaps? Yeah. Man, we gonna figure it out. Snap Lieber in the building. That was a dope song. Nappy Heads was a dope song. NGINA, FAYOLA, dope artists in general. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of dopeness in this building. In this building, son. Word is born, kid.
It's a lot of.
I feel like you're at home, don't
you? Yo, B.
Yo, B. And all that, son. And all that. Yo, Poison. You know, I like to thank all artists for coming in here and doing their thing. Word is born. You know, they just John blazed up everything. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna, you know, much love to them. You know, hopefully they have great success in all they do and all that. Yo, Poison, go ahead and kick out your stuff, man. Let everybody know where you coming from and how to get in touch with you and all that, kid. Word is born.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I really don't know what you're saying.
I feel you. The energy in here is amazing, B. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
It's Poison Ivy, your girl, you know, POIZON, Ivy, everything. Instagram, Facebook, you know what I mean? Holla at me, you know what I'm saying? B, yeah. Baby.
I'd like to thank all of our guests for coming. I appreciate all y'all. You know, y'all also don't have a lot of success in everything y'all do, and more success. You know, it's just gonna be a big thing. But you have been officially tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Mr. D is Open Mike King, Poison Ivy the Queen. Check us out every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30, right here at www.thevibeonair.com. Hit us up on all of our social media. You can hit us up on Facebook at The Vibe on Air. On Instagram at The Vibe on Air. YouTube at The Vibe on Air. Snapchat, The Vibe on Air. Mixler, The Vibe on Air. Twitter. We ain't got no damn Twitter. I ain't getting no Twitter. I refuse. I got a MySpace though. We got a MySpace.
President started using Twitter. I stopped using Twitter.
Everybody stopped using Twitter. I don't even know why they still talk about Twitter. Shout out to the sexy females on Twitter. How y'all doing?
Quitters.
But subscribe. Go to our YouTube and subscribe. Go to our Mixler and subscribe and follow. Follow. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the link that's gonna be right here on the bottom somewhere, on this part right here somewhere. Hit it and subscribe and follow. Don't be shy. Multiply. It's the Vibe, y'all. We up out of here.
Yeah.